World-defying Dan God Chapter 4541, Fatty. Yi Tianshu didn't know about the magical medicine Baochang. It was because Chen Shang felt that there was no need to tell her about this kind of thing, so he didn't explain it to her. What's the situation over there? City Lord Yishan, why did you go to the magical medicine treasure city? Yi Tianshu asked. City Lord Yishan said that he received the order, and Yishanman sent him to take back the magical medicine treasure city. The reason is that the magical medicine treasure city is supported by you, the saint, so it belongs to Yishanman. Aunt Yan said, Yishanman. The lord of the heavenly city brought many people over, and the strongest ones were all killed. Is the treasure city of magic medicine so strong? Yi Tianshu knew that Chen Shang was there, but he was still a little surprised that the magic medicine Baochang would kill so many people. City Lord Yishan was killed by a young man. Aunt Yan said again. According to my information, the strength of that young man is very terrible. With his bare hands, he tore apart the city Lord Yishan wearing a strong armor. Yi Tianshu is sure that the boy is Chen Shang. But now it is rumored that the boy is only a boy in appearance. Aunt Yan said, actually, he is a man who has lived for many years. The old people in Yishanmen, they didn't listen to my warning, they have to touch the magic medicine treasure city. Yi Tianshu was very angry about this. Xiaoshu, does the magical medicine treasure city belong to you? Aunt Yan whispered. I have inquired about some information, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. That young man is your servant. The treasure city of the magical medicine is not mine. That young man did sign a master-servant contract with me. Yi Tianshu said, but he saved my life later. If it weren't for him, I would have fallen into Zhao Tianzong's hands long ago. Who is he? Aunt Yan was very curious about this. I don't know. I saw him very special at the beginning, so I made him my servant. Yi Tianshu said, Aunt Yan, where did your information come from? That boy is my servant's business, I know. Not many people. There is an elder in the Yishan gate, we got it done, we know from him. Aunt Yan said with a smile, you wait patiently, it won't be long before the Yishan mountain range will be taken down by us. Then Yishan gate will still be Yishanman, you are still the sage of Yishan. 2 Yishanmen compete, and the final winner is of course Yishanman. Where is the Fading Soul Palace? Yi Tianshu asked. They also intervened in it. Will they watch the Yishan mountain range be taken away by you? The Palace of Life Soul was originally intended to support, but they are now entangled by other things and can't take care of this. Aunt Yan said. Xiaoshu, do you remember what I said before that the Supreme Altar smashed into one seal it? Is the Palace of Life and Soul entangled with things that ran out of the seal? Yi Tianshu was a little surprised. Are those things strong? Yes. Life Soul Palace must be very cautious now, so they dare not support it. Aunt Yan said with a smile. So this time, we will win. Fate Soul Palace is to send someone to support, but not many, because they want to see the Yishanman of the universe Shanghai. How is the overall strength? However, now the Life Soul Palace is too busy to take care of itself, and can only give up this large area of Yishan Mountain. Then what the 6th Soul Palace, they were going to take the Supreme 9 Palace, and they are still fighting, but the news I just received, the 6th Soul Palace has retreated and returned. Because they also want to retain their strength and have to deal with the seal. Something that ran out, Aunt Yan said again. Aunt Yan, can you really guarantee that the treasure city of the magical medicine will not move? Yi Tianshu asked seriously. Why, is that magical medicine treasure city important to you? Although it has a lot to do with your little servant, it doesn't belong to you. Aunt Yan said, according to the information I have, that city is indeed it's amazing, but it's a big piece of meat. Just tell me, will you move the magical medicine treasure city? Yi Tianshu asked again, his tone also cold. I can only assure you now that I myself will never take part in any action in the magical medicine treasure city. As for whether the master teachers will move or not, I can't assure you. Aunt Yan sighed, you think I am, can you persuade them? It seems that you 2 Yishanmen are the same thing. Yi Tianshu was a little angry, because the previous Aunt Yan had promised that she would not touch the magical medicine Baochang. Now that the treasure city of magical medicine shows such a high value, she can't guarantee it. Xiaoshu, I really can't help it. Otherwise, you can persuade your little male servant to let him cooperate with us. As long as he is willing to give up the benefits of the magical medicine treasure city, then everything is easy to say. Aunt Yan said. In this way, you don't have to worry that something will happen to him. Yi Tianshu snorted coldly, then closed his eyes, and said, do you think I'm worried about him? That's funny, but you guys should worry about yourself, don't be upset by my little manservant. Don't beg me to persuade you then. He stops, you provoke him at your own risk. Aunt Yan Yan didn't know what to say, anyway, she didn't really believe how strong a young man was. If she was really good, how could she be willing to be a servant for Yi Tianshu? Aunt Yan is more inclined, a group of people behind the magical medicine treasure city are indirectly ruling in secret. And these powerful people from the universe of gods, don't be afraid at all, they will definitely be able to win the magical medicine treasure city at that time. Yi Tianshu ignored Aunt Yan, closed his eyes and sat on the bed to practice. Aunt Yan can only get out of the room. Yi Tianshu took out the talisman to contact Chen Shang. Chen Shang, City Lord Yishan went to attack the city. Why didn't you tell me about such a big thing? You weren't injured, Yi Tianshu asked. She still cared a little bit about Chen Shang. Master, these are trivial things, I don't think there is any need to alarm you. I am not injured, don't worry. Chen Shang laughed. Fate Soul Palace will not come to support, Yishan City will be taken down soon, and then Yishan Mountain Range will be taken down too. The Yishan Gate from the Universe Shanghai will take over the Yishan Gate here. Yi Tianshu said. This is good, Chen Shang laughed. Why doesn't the Palace of Souls come to support? Are you afraid that you won't be able to fight? No, the Life Soul Palace is entangled by the things that ran out of the seal, they can't come. Yi Tianshu exhorted. You can't relax, because the Yishan Gate of the Universe Shanghai also has the idea of a magical medicine treasure city. Quote. What, didn't you tell them not to touch the magical medicine treasure city? Chen Shang was a little anxious, and asked anxiously, does you persuade them to work? They feel more and more that the magical medicine Baochang is very good, so they will definitely take action against the magical medicine Baochang in the future. You are ready to deal with it, Yi Tianshu said, that group of guys, because they can easily take this place. Yishanmen, so they won't listen to me anymore. Well, I thought I could have peace. Chen Shang sighed. They want to come, then come. I am not afraid of them, but I just feel a little annoying. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4542, Nameless Medicine. Chen Shang had already prepared to be targeted by many forces, and the magical medicine Baochang continued to develop like this, and it would be strange not to be targeted. He has shown the power of the magical medicine treasure city before, and also told other forces what kind of resolute attitude the magic medicine treasure city is facing the invaders. If there are still forces who want to the magical medicine treasure city, then Chen Shang can only accompany him to the end. I have told them that you are not easy to mess with. Yi Tianshu said, when the time comes, they will really deal with the magical medicine Baochang. You will not be merciful. Okay, Chen Shang nodded. I practice first, I want to become stronger as soon as possible. Yi Tianshu felt more and more that if he didn't have enough strength, he couldn't cope with all kinds of changes at all. Chen Shang was in the city lord's mansion and told Grandma Ant to add a little black wood ant during this time because he might have to face a strong enemy. On Li Minqing's side, Chen Shang just told her to accumulate a large number of heavenly source crystals in a short time as much as possible. Chen Shang has the Tianming Yuan Dan, which can increase the lifespan of the ant grandma. Tianming Lingzi is now very hard to secrete the black mucus to Chen Zhang's alchemy. With the guarantee of the heavenly mandate pill, Grandma Ant is now full of vitality, constantly producing a large number of ant eggs. Chen Shang is ready for all kinds of battles, and as long as he is alone, he will be able to settle everything. So in the past few days, Chen Shang has been desperately making alchemy, especially the heavenly origin crystal pill, he needs a lot now. Nine-leaf blue and Tianming Lingzi, the two treasured medicines, both need to absorb Tianyuan Jingdan. Master Shen, that boss is back from Yishan City. Wu Mo contacted Chen Shang with a talisman. Wu Mo is also the core power of this city, so Chen Shang also gave him a talisman for communication. Now Wu Mo is even more in awe of Chen Shang. Chen Shang not only possesses the superb alchemy technique for refining the precious medicine Shen Dan, but also his strength is amazing. It can be said that Wu Mo is admired in every respect. I will go to Baocheng Tianlu. Chen Shang hurried over immediately. The boss who came back from Yishan City has a treasure in his hand, and the quality is not bad, so Chen Shang has been waiting to see him. After Chen Shang arrived at the Baocheng Tianlu, he met the boss in a luxurious living room on the 500th floor. Boss Zhou is an old man, from Zhou's family, is a member of a large family, he is responsible for running Zhou's business. His cultivation base is not high. There are more than 70 levels of soul Dao cultivation, and his lifespan is about to bottom out. Because it has been difficult to break through the bottleneck for many years, he exhausted his methods and could only barely survive until now. In this living room, there are only Chen Shang and Boss Zhou. Boss Zhou had already learned that Chen Shang was the boy who killed City Lord Yishan, so he respected Chen Shang very much. Master Shen, I am also an old bone now, and the treasure medicine in my hand can't improve my cultivation, let alone extend my life. Boss Zhou sighed, his teeth almost lost. Chen Shang now also gradually understands the situation of this Tianmu holy wilderness. The people here mainly cultivate the soul, and then use the soul to maintain the body. If the soul's cultivation base cannot be broken through and the stagnation time is long enough, then the soul will age, and then the physical body will decay and die. In the Heavenly Mother's sacred wilderness, there seems to be a force that is constantly eroding the soul life of creatures, so humans here do not have much longevity. It was also Grandma Aunt. It took a lot of methods to survive for many years. If she hadn't met Chen Shang, she would have died. Boss Zhou, can you show me your precious medicine? Chen Shang said, as long as it is a precious medicine, it has value. Boss Zhou carefully took out a large box. After opening the box, there is another box inside. There are a total of 7 boxes inside. The last small box opens, and there is a huge ball inside. The jewelry medicine is placed inside the ball. The round beads are also very special. The outer shell is transparent crystal, and the inside is a special liquid. Boss Zhou's treasure medicine is very well preserved, and it doesn't look like a treasure medicine at all. Its appearance is very peculiar. After Chen Shang saw it, he was attracted. Master Shen, do you think this will be a treasure medicine? Boss Zhou said, I have shown it to people before. No one thinks it is a treasure medicine. In the big round bead, there is a small fish-shaped grass, swimming in the round bead, the color is light green. Is not a complete small fish, it just looks like a small fish, without eyes or mouth, but it is swimming happily, like a very small fish. This little thing is not very big, only the size of a thumb. This is the treasure medicine. Chen Shang said, it is indeed very special. Then, does Mr. Shen recognize what kind of medicine this is? I have checked many books and no one knows what kind of medicine it is. There is no ranking on the treasure medicine list. Boss Zhou said, so I never knew the value. I don't know how to eat. Chen Shang has learned about the treasured medicine list. There are only 100 kinds of treasured medicines. Tianmu Shengwang must have various kinds of treasured medicines for so many years, and the treasured medicines will continue to evolve, and there will be more types. The precious medicines included in the treasure medicine list are all discovered by humans, and only when they know a certain effect will they be recorded. Boss Zhou, how are you going to make a move? Chen Shang said, to be honest, I don't know what the precious medicine is. This. Boss Zhou hesitated and said, Master Shen, it is rumored that you are a man who has lived for many years, but you have mastered the art of longevity so you can rejuvenate. I don't expect me to be rejuvenated, I just wish I could live a few more years, you know. Because no one believes that a young man can slap Yishan City Lord who has the blood of Yishan, everyone agrees that Chen Shang is a rejuvenating person. To tell you the truth, I didn't practice any longevity beauty. Chen Shang laughed. I'm like this. Huh, Boss Zhou couldn't believe it. Well, I do have some treasure medicine pills that can prolong life. Chen Shang said. Boss Zhou, you eat this pill first, and then you feel how many years of life has increased. Chen Shang took out a pill of destiny and handed it to Boss Zhou. Boss Zhou looked at this dark pill, and he was a little unbelievable, because he felt the breath of precious medicine. Treasure medicine god pill. This is the first time Boss Zhou has seen the precious medicine pill. He had only heard about it before. In the Heavenly Mother's sacred wilderness, there are very few alchemists who can refine the precious medicine pill. Even if they have the ability to refine them, most under the circumstances, it will fail, and the success rate is extremely low. Boss Zhou froze for a while, then took it and ate it. Not long after eating, he felt the surging vitality erupt from his body, and then poured into his soul. Boss Zhou was refreshed and exclaimed with excitement, nice. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4543, Promote Baocheng. Boss Zhou is dying of old age. Although he has a treasure in his hand, it has no effect on him. Now Chen Shang can help him prolong his life, so he is also very happy to pass the treasure in his hand to Chen Shang. Here is one more pill, Boss Zhou takes it. Chen Shang gave another pill of destiny. For Chen Shang, these destiny essence pills are effortless, and he still has a lot in his hands. Thank you Master Shen for saving his life. Boss Joe was so excited that he almost knelt down to thank him when he saw Chen Shang giving him another pill. Boss Joe thinks that the transaction is over, and Chen Shang now gives him another pill of destiny, which is equivalent to giving him, so he is very grateful to Chen Shang. Boss Joe is polite, we are just a deal. Chen Shang laughed and said, we can continue to cooperate in the future. The magic medicine Baocheng welcomes you big families, and I hope you can promote the magic medicine Baocheng more, it is good. Don't worry, I will definitely promote it. Boss Joe was very grateful, but he still had some questions. Master Shen, what kind of Dan is this? It's true, this is the Destiny Essence pill. It is made from Destiny Ganoderma. Chen Shang whispered. What about this? Boss Joe can casually reveal it to the outside world. Shen Shang had told Wu Mo before that he had successfully cultivated seeds using a small part of Ganoderma lucidum, so he had a way to grow Ganoderma lucidum. Wu Mo was only shocked by this, he naturally wouldn't say anything, he never thought that someone could really breed and plant the treasure medicine. So Chen Shang will have a lot of Destiny Essence pills in the future, Wu Mo will not be surprised. This, Master Shen, do you still have the Destiny pill in your hand? Boss Joe was surprised. In his opinion, Chen Shang should have a lot of Destiny pills. Boss Joe, this is 9-leaf blue soul pill. It is made from 9-leaf blue soul pill. I will give you 10 pills. You can eat 1 pill by yourself, maybe it will make you break through the bottleneck. Chen Shang said, then the rest is left. You can auction the 9 pieces you buy through your shop, and you can hand over the proceeds to the City Lord's mansion. The Heaven Source Crystal obtained was handed over to the City Lord's mansion, and it was also in the City Lord's mansion's warehouse. Chen Shang could go and get the Heaven Source Crystal at any time. Boss Joe's eyes widened, the precious medicine ***** pill, and it is still used for cultivation, and it will be 10 pills at once. Who is this young man? Because in the recognition of Boss Joe, even the superpowers of the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilds, it is impossible to casually come up with so many treasures of magical pills. Master Shen, I really don't know how to thank you. Boss Joe was very excited. Chen Shang felt that he had taken a big advantage, so he tried his best to give the other party enough benefits. I hope you can use these 9-leaf blue soul pills to help our magical medicine treasure city make our reputation a little louder. Chen Shang laughed and said, you businessmen are the best at this kind of thing. Don't worry, I will definitely get this done. Boss Joe smiled and said, I will find a way to persuade our Zhou family to move to the magical medicine treasure city. Is your Zhou family in Yishan City? Chen Shang asked. Yes, our Zhou family is in Yishan City. When I went back, a big battle broke out there. We were all trapped there. Many places were beaten up and we lost a lot. Boss Joe sighed. Lao Zhou, it's better to be like this. You tell the big and small families in Yitiancheng that if they can move their families to the magical medicine treasure city, I will give them 3 tablets of this 9-leaf blue soul pill for each family. Chen Shang said. Of course, your Zhou family also has it. Master Shen, is this kind of precious medicine magic pill grown? Why do you have so many? Boss Joe couldn't help it, so he asked directly. Almost. To be honest, I am an alchemist, and I have mastered the secret method of planting Juyelin. Chen Shang laughed. Although Juyelin is a good medicine, it can make this thing into a pill. There are so many benefits, right? 9-leaf blue is indeed not a good treasure medicine, it ranks very low on the treasure medicine list, but this kind of treasure medicine can also make many powerful players break their heads. Not to mention the treasure medicine **** pill. I see, Master Shen is the big man behind City Lord Li Minqing. This magical medicine treasure city is indeed a magical medicine treasure city. Boss Joe exclaimed, the previous Tianbao magical medicine seeds must have been made by Master Shen. Right. Exactly, Chen Shang laughed. I added some 9-leaf blue ingredients, so it has the breath of a treasure. The magical medicine planted is also better than many magical medicines, suitable for soul cultivation. I will contact Yishan City right now. Boss Joe laughed and said, I won't go back this time. I want them to send someone to talk to me. Boss Joe, please go slowly. Chen Shang laughed, and then called Wu Mo to see him off. Boss Joe and Wu Mo left with a smile, and Boss Joe kept thanking Wu Mo for introducing him to such a pleasant deal. Shen Shang wants to release a signal to the outside world to let people know why the Magic Drug Treasure City is called the Magic Drug Treasure City. So even if he exposes himself, it's okay. He wants to gather more people here, so that he can get more heavenly source crystals and various treasures. He now has a certain strength, and he is not afraid of being targeted. Even the forces from the cosmic divine sea, they now want to attack the magical medicine treasure city, they have to consider the consequences. Chen Shang also hurried into the room to study the Xiaoyubao medicine given by Zhou's boss. Brother, this treasure has a strong demon power and is for cultivating the demon way. Sister Xiaojing said, you have made a lot of money. The demon way is relatively difficult to cultivate among the 6 ways, especially for humans. It is the most difficult to cultivate the demon way. So, I should give a few more pieces of destiny Yuan Dan Zhou boss. Chen Shang laughed. Brother, try it, can this Xiaoyubao medicine directly absorb Tianyuan Jingdan? Little Jing said. Chen Shang tried it, but Xiaoyubao medicine could not be absorbed directly. He could only use the method he had used to deal with the Ganoderma lucidum before, and constantly instill the technique of absorbing the Tianyuan Jingdan into this little fish treasure medicine. After a round of installation, Xiaoyubao medicine also knows how to absorb Tianyuan Jingdan. Because this little fish treasure medicine is for cultivating the demon way, Chen Shang also injected his demon element power into it when refining the Tianyuan crystal pill. Then I will start now, let Xiaoyubao medicine enter the time domain, let it accelerate the absorption of Tianyuan Jingdan, and see what can be produced. Little Mirror said. Xiaoyubao Yao still swims in the crystal ball, and now it is accelerated by Sister Xiaojing into the time domain, and he also put in the Tianyuan Jingdan specially refined by him using the demon element power. Chen Shang just wait patiently next. He waited for a long time, and months should have passed in the time domain. Sister Jing, how is Xiaoyubao Yao? Chen Shang asked. According to this time, after absorbing so many heavenly source crystal pills, something should be produced, right? Brother, Xiaoyubao medicine has changed, now it is not Xiaoyu. Sister Xiaojing said. You can see it by yourself, it's really strange. Chen Shang took out the crystal ball, and was immediately shocked. Where is a small fish? It looks like a small snake. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4544, Thang Long. This little thing doesn't absorb Tianyuan Jingdan anymore. Sister Xiaojing was very puzzled, and said, Brother, the treasure medicine this time is different from the past few times. I am afraid that it will not produce anything in a short time. Alchemy for you. Shen Shang suddenly thought of Grandma Ant. This Queen Ant has lived for many years. Even if she hadn't seen this kind of medicine, she might know what was going on. Grandma Ant also admires Chen Shang very much, because since she has followed Chen Shang has mastered 2 kinds of treasure medicine before long. Furthermore, she also knew that Chen Zhang's precious medicine was obtained through a small amount. Now, she saw Chen Zhang's 3rd treasure medicine again. The well-informed grandmother Ant has never seen a treasure medicine in this state, but she can be sure that it is a treasure medicine, and it is still very special. Xiao Shen, although I don't know what kind of medicine this is, I have a guess. Grandma Ant said, isn't the girl Jing said that this little thing doesn't absorb Tianyuan Jingdan, so it must be a growth bottleneck. Quote. In other words, are you going to make a breakthrough? Chen Shang asked. It shouldn't be a breakthrough. Grandma Ant said, if you really want to make a breakthrough, then it will be like Juyelin, now in a dormant state. When Juyelin wakes up, it will metamorphose. The current big 9-leaf blue and 9 small 9-leaf blue, both secrete a kind of blue crystal, which wraps them tightly. The blue crystal later turned into a blue stone, and Chen Shang and Sister Xiaojing couldn't see through the situation. Grandma Ant, what's the matter with this little thing, how can it break through? Chen Shang asked. The treasure medicine that turned into the shape of a small snake still swims around, seems to be a lot more irritable, and crashes into the inner wall of the crystal ball frantically. It should have come out very much and doesn't want to stay in the original environment. Grandma Ant said, my guess is that this little thing is still in the state of seeds and needs to fall to the ground to take roots and germinate. Then can I plant it in it? Chen Shang was going to try and see if it could be planted. No, it needs heaven and earth to shape the treasure medicine to take root and sprout. Grandma Ant said, the space inside you can only plant shaped treasure medicine. Unformed treasure medicine needs heaven and earth to shape it. What kind of environment does the treasure medicine need to grow? Chen Shang said. It's very suitable in the magical medicine treasure city. Grandma Ant smiled and said, whether it is planting precious medicines or other medicinal materials, it needs Tianyuan terrain. The magical medicine treasure city has a Tianyuan terrain, and it is so excellent, it is the most suitable. The treasure medicine has taken root and sprouted. Chen Shang immediately returned to the city lord's mansion. His residence was in the center of the city lord's mansion. This time, there was a channel directly connecting the deep earth to the source of heaven. He took out the crystal ball and broke it. The treasure medicine in the shape of a small snake immediately came out and landed on the ground. Chen Shang was frightened, worried that this little thing would run away, immediately opened his heart and stared at it, but found that this little thing kept drilling down. Get me back soon. Chen Shang immediately used his powerful soul power to penetrate the thick soil layer, then grabbed the snake-shaped treasure medicine and pulled it back from the depths. If you want to enter the deep earth, I can help you. Chen Shang suddenly felt that this little treasure medicine is very likely to enter the heavenly source under the deep earth. This little thing likes water. Tianyuan generally has a large number of Tianyuan crystal springs. Does it want to take root there? Chen Shang hesitated. If it really grows there, if it takes root and sprouts, it will not be easy to move to the 6 magic mirrors. Brother, if you don't do this, this little thing will never grow up. Sister Xiaojing said. Let it grow up first. That's right. Chen Shang thought for a while, then passed the tunnel and quickly came to the huge soul below the deep ground. Chen Shang focused his attention, then threw the little snake treasure medicine into the lake, and then stared at him closely with his spiritual sense to prevent the little thing from running around. After the little snake treasure medicine entered the Tianyuan terrain lake, it suddenly emitted a strong golden light. Boom! With a loud noise, the little snake medicine exploded, causing a wave of water to burst in the center of the lake. Chen Shang was shocked. Just when he thought the little treasure medicine was going away, he suddenly saw the bright light still emitting from the center of the lake. He opened his mind and eyes to look into the depths of the lake, and then he was shocked. In the middle of the lake, a group of golden light is slowly falling down, and inside that group of golden light, there is a thing that looks like a dragon curled up. What the asterisk is this? Chen Shang was completely shocked. Brother, the heavenly source crystal pill that you gave this little thing before was refined with demon element power. Your double soul sea has a virtual image of killing the red dragon, and that is the dragon way derived from your demon way. Sister Xiaojing said. This precious medicine seed has been affected by your demon dragon Dao. Chen Shang made a mistake before and cultivated the double soul sea, and then his demon way derives the dragon way, and the dragon way is in his double soul sea. In these days, Chen Shang didn't practice much on the second soul sea, but the dragon Dao cultivation of the second soul sea has been growing. It's at the bottom of the lake. Sister Xiaojing suddenly shouted. The treasure medicine seeds that turned into a dragon landed on the bottom of the lake, then drilled down, and a big hole appeared. Also at this time, a whirlpool appeared in the middle of this huge Tianyuan topographic lake, and a large amount of Tianyuan water was continuously absorbed. The speed of rooting and sprouting was so fast that Chen Shang and Sister Xiaojing exclaimed again and again. Without the acceleration of the time domain, it can grow so fast, which is terrible. In a moment, a golden tree drilled out of the water, and then it continued to grow upward. A while later, the tree burrowed into the solid soil, seeming to be going through deep strata to reach the ground. How should this thing be transplanted into the 6 magic mirrors in the future? Chen Shang suddenly had a headache, and he immediately told Granny Ant about the news. Grandma Ant, after learning about it, said she wanted to see it with her own eyes. After she came out, she was shocked to see the huge roots, like dragon scales. This little thing seems to be the treasure of chaos. Grandma Ant said in astonishment. Maybe it was not, but you have cultivated it into a treasure of chaos. How do I transplant into the 6 magic mirrors? Chen Shang sighed again. This thing grows bigger and bigger, and now they see the trunk of a tree, which is very huge. If it grows to the ground, maybe it can grow very tall. Grandma Ant smiled. This doesn't seem to be a bad thing, right? I just want to plant it in the 6th Tao Divine Mirror. Chen Shang said bitterly. This thing keeps growing, the movement is also very huge, and there is a slight sense of shock in the center of the City Lord Mansion. Strangely, this tree is absorbing a lot of Tianyuan water to grow, but the heaven and earth energy of the entire city is not affected. Chen Shang immediately came to the ground, and then contacted Li Minqing and told her that there might be a big tree in the center of the City Lord's mansion. Don't be surprised. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4545, Shinsui Advancement. Li Minqing felt that Chen Zhang's reminder was a bit redundant. Didn't she have never seen a big tree before, and a big tree suddenly appeared in the city lord's mansion? What's so surprising about this? Big trees and other things are very common, so Li Minqing didn't care, and continued to work on her affairs without paying attention. Chen Shang had already reached the ground. He looked at the yard, and he was sure to be pierced by the big tree from the ground in a moment. Xiao Shen, that should be something of the chaos magic medicine level. Grandma Ant was in the Six Gods mirror and looked through the mirror. She was also very concerned about the growth of that tree. Are you sure it is chaos magic medicine? Chen Shang asked. Although I haven't seen it before, only chaos magic medicine can produce this kind of movement. Grandma Ant said, Xiao Shen, you should have read a lot of books about treasure medicine during this period. Have you ever seen it? Do you describe the magic medicine of chaos in detail? Chen Shang hadn't really seen any records yet. He also asked some people, such as Wu Mo. He didn't know what chaos magic medicine was like. Regarding the chaos magic medicine, the books only give many pill masters guesses. It can be seen that very few people have ever obtained chaos magic medicine, so there is no relevant record. The speculations about the magical medicine of chaos are all various and have no reference value. The chaos magic medicine shouldn't be so high profile. Chen Shang said, is it making the movement so big for fear that people will not be able to discover it? If the chaos magic medicine is so high profile, it will not be so rare for so many years. Xiao Shen, don't you understand why chaos magic medicine is so rare? Grandma Ant said with a smile, think about it again. Chen Shang thought for a while, his face suddenly changed. Grandma, what do you mean is that none of the people who have seen the chaos magic medicine survived? They were all killed by the chaos magic medicine. Chen Shang was taken aback when he thought of this possibility. If the chaos magic medicine is really so powerful, isn't it dangerous here? He immediately took out the summons talisman to contact Li Minqing. Auntie Qing, use the fastest speed to evacuate the people in the city lord's mansion, and then open the closed barrier of the city lord's mansion, and no one is allowed to enter or leave. When Chen Shang did this, he was also worried that something he could not control would happen at that time. Xiao Shen, don't you want to plant trees? What happened? Li Minqing heard Chen Zhang's words and realized that there was a danger. However, why does this danger come from the city lord's mansion? I'm planting a tree, but that tree may be a bit dangerous. I just let you do this for safety, so that no one will die innocently. Chen Shang can't control the growth of that tree now, so it's normal for him to have this kind of worry. Li Minqing knew Chen Zhang's strength. If Chen Shang couldn't control it, it would definitely be really very dangerous. Chen Shang has already released the 6 magic mirrors and communicated well with Sister Xiaojing. If something really happens at that time, let her make the 6 magic mirrors bigger in the first place to suppress the big tree. Xiao Shen, in fact, you don't need to be so nervous. Even if the chaos magic medicine is very powerful, it still has to survive. This kind of thing has its own wisdom and should know how to get along with people. Grandma Ant smiled. Furthermore, chaos magic medicine is very clear that you created it, so it will be more well behaved. Chen Shang had allowed Juyelin to evolve this precious medicine before, and later it was Ganoderma lucidum, both of which were more compatible with him. As for the mysterious tree right now, I don't know what will happen in the end. Those who can enter the city lord's mansion have been strictly screened and signed a very strict astral contract. Now they are ordered to retreat and immediately leave the city lord's mansion and wait at the hotel outside. The city lord's mansion is also surrounded by a thick wall. If you are not at a high place, you can't see the situation inside. Nowadays, a large number of people have come out and have been discovered by some spies, but they have also acted one after another to find out why. Those who come out of the city lord's mansion can't leak the secrets, so the spies can't find out anything. Li Minqing is now in the Baocheng Tianlu, on the 500th floor, looking at the city lord's mansion. Although it is Chen Zhang's residence, he also gave it to Li Minqing. After all, it is impossible for him to be alone in such a big place. Can live. City Lord, what happened? Where's young Master Shen? Wu Mo, the treasurer, rushed over immediately. In his opinion, a major event should have occurred in the city lord's mansion, so he withdrew the person. Old Wu, you are good at receiving people from the city lord's mansion, try not to let them contact other people, so as not to leak the wind. Li Minqing said. Xiao Shen is still in the city lord's mansion, and he is doing something in it. I don't know the specifics for the time being. Case. Yes. Wu Mo nodded. By the way, Lao Wu, you look good lately and look a lot younger. What's the matter? Li Minqing asked. This is young Master Shen. Wu Mo didn't even say that Shen Shang had refined the heavenly mandate pill for him. Although Chen Shang hadn't told him anything, Wu Mo didn't dare to say more. It turned out to be like this. It's him, there really is a way. Li Minqing nodded and said, I asked you to come to the treasure city of magical medicine. I was a little worried that you would regret it. You have no regrets about coming here, right? Of course I have no regrets, and I am very glad to be here. If I hadn't come, I would not have met Master Shen, and would not have such a big opportunity. Wu Mo laughed. Suddenly, in the middle of the city lord's mansion, a flash of lightning burst out from the ground, rushing straight into the sky. Wu Mo and Li Minqing looked over immediately. The scary thing was that the lightning was like a golden dragon, making a dragon howl, and the lightning also turned into a virtual image of a dragon. That's Xiao Shen's yard. Li Minqing used the telescope to see that Chen Zhang's yard was gone, the ground cracked in that place, and a wave of terrifying energy emerged. Chen Shang was also scared to flee, the tree was bigger and more terrifying than he thought. Such a movement immediately alarmed the people around the city lord's mansion. The dragon in the Heavenly Mother's sacred wilderness is only a legendary beast, and it has never appeared before. But in the record, there are many related totems and various dragon-related stories. Nowadays, the flashes of lightning that appeared in the city lord's mansion looked exactly the same as the legendary dragon. Chen Shang can now be sure that the little fish medicine he had obtained before has been greatly affected after he used the demon element power to cultivate it, and that's why it has become like this now. What the asterisk is this? How can there be a magical medicine like this? Chen Shang couldn't believe that this was the chaotic magical medicine. He thinks that no matter how powerful the magic medicine is, it is impossible to master this terrifying power. In the middle of the city lord's mansion, a huge golden beam of light now appeared, and there was no way to see what was inside the beam. Chen Shang was the closest he could barely see. There was a huge, straight trunk inside, and the surface of the trunk was covered with large golden dragon scales. World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4546, Everywhere. This beam of light is more than 2,000 meters high, and a large light group is condensed at the top. At this moment, the whole city is looking at the middle of the city lord mansion. Everyone was attracted by this shocking scene. Everyone wanted to know what happened in the city lord's mansion. The various spies in the city are now trying their best to pass the news back, and they are also spying on information, wanting to know what the city lord's mansion is doing. Even Li Minqing doesn't know what's going on, so those spies won't get any results at all. In fact, even Chen Shang couldn't understand the specific situation, let alone others. Boom! There was a tremor from the sky, causing the earth to tremble. It turned out that the huge beam of light at the top of the beam suddenly exploded and turned into a huge golden umbrella, covering the sky in the middle of the city lord's mansion. At this time, many people can vaguely see that there are many pieces of glittering things inside the umbrella-shaped golden light cluster. It really is a tree. Chen Shang was relieved a lot, at least this was transformed into a tree, not a dragon and messing around here. The middle of the city lord's mansion gradually calmed down, and a huge golden tree appeared. The sturdy golden trunk is covered with golden dragon scales. The crown of the top of the tree is opening branches and leaves very quickly. The branches look like golden dragons, covered with many dragon scales. The leaves are also like huge golden dragon scales. The dragon scales are very beautiful, especially the lines on the dragon scales, which are dazzling with golden light from a distance. The golden super tree formed, and it was less than half an hour before and after. Auntie Qing, don't come back for the time being, I have to make sure whether this tree is in danger. Chen Shang took out the talisman to contact Li Minqing, also worried that Li Minqing and the others would be too curious and would rush in to take a look. Xiao Shen, is this tree dangerous? Do you want me to accompany you? Li Minqing was somewhat worried about Chen Shang. Wu Mo, who was next to him, was still shocked in place at the moment, staring at the golden giant tree. Although Li Minqing was also shocked, she also had a lot of consideration, for example, whether the appearance of this tree will make the magical medicine treasure city more prosperous. There is this tree in the magic medicine treasure city, will it be besieged by other forces? This is all she has to consider now. Because the magical medicine treasure city had the seeds of Tianbao magical medicine, and the Tianyuan terrain here was very strong, the heaven and the earth were full of energy, so many big forces looked at it, causing Li Minqing to be under great pressure. Although Chen Zhang's strength is very strong, Li Minqing also knows that there are many strong people in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness. Chen Shang is now under the big tree. He is standing next to the trunk, as if standing next to a huge mountain. What surprised him was that there was a tree hole. He walked in and found that it was very spacious, and there was also a passage leading to the heavenly source underground. It's not just a tree, it might be a building, it's amazing. Chen Shang was amazed after entering the tree hole. As he continued to enter, he suddenly felt something very familiar. Sister Jing, have you noticed, how do you feel familiar? Chen Shang said suddenly. Yes, it's the old lady. Little Mirror's sister was also surprised, and said, Brother, why is she here? The grandmother that Sister Xiaojing said was a huge golden tree in the forest where Chen Shang was reborn. Jin Shu's voice is the voice of an old grandmother. She claims to be the spirit of the forest and the spirit of the law of the world, proud of the universe. But she should be in the proud world. Little master, little girl, we're seeing each other again, don't come unharmed. A voice suddenly came from the tree, and it was the voice of the old grandmother. Little master, Chen Shang asked in confusion. Grandma, why do you call me that? Why are you here? What is going on? You are the person who created this universe. I am the spirit of the law, born because of you, of course you are my little master. The old lady laughed. Why am I here? It's because I got your call. Quote. My call. Chen Shang was surprised, but he had never summoned this spirit of law. Yes, it's your call. The little seed you transformed is the legendary chaos pill. When you transformed, you have already reversed the laws of the Aoshi universe. Said the old grandmother, this kind of thing is nothing allowed to happen. Where is Aoshi Tiandi? Are you coming from over there? Chen Shang was confused and said, didn't you follow the universe? In Chen Zhang's eyes, the spirit of this law is obeyed by the fate of the universe. I'm everywhere, said the old woman. I only want the chaos treasure medicine. This tree doesn't seem to be of much use to me. Chen Shang was a little disappointed. He only wants the chaos treasure medicine to be used for cultivation. This tree can bear fruit. This tree is a magical medicine of chaos, and I just become the soul of this tree, and become the consciousness of this tree. What this tree should be, then it is still what it is. Granny said. You can still bear fruit. That's great. Chen Shang immediately became much happier and smiled. Grandma tree, thank you, hurry up and let this tree bear fruit. Little master, I have to tell you something. Grandma tree said. This heavenly mother holy wilderness, but a vicious place. Don't imagine this place too beautiful. I heard that there are a lot of powerful things sealed here. Chen Shang also gradually became serious, and said, Grandma tree, how much do you know about this place? I don't know much about it. As the fate and soul of the universe said, this place is very likely to be your burial place. Grandma tree sighed, you are likely to die here. What else? Chen Shang disapproved, picking his nose. The Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolate will be destroyed soon. Grandma tree said. According to the prediction of the life and soul of the universe, it will be an internal force that will tear the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolate to pieces. Then what? Chen Shang asked again. Then, the broken Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolate will become the source of all evil in the Aoshi universe. Granny tree sighed. In short, the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolate will affect the order of the Aoshi universe. If the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolation is really destroyed, then the sanctuary will definitely be in chaos. Although the sanctuary has long been messed up, there is no need to mention the power of the Heavenly Mother's Sacred Desolation to intervene. Grandma tree, you are the spirit of law, are you with me or with the soul of the universe? Chen Shang pouted. Of course it's with you, you are my little master. Grandma tree laughed a few times, and then sighed softly, well, the soul of the universe. It's going away, but before it leaves, it will make arrangements. To avoid the disappearance of oneself, it will cause a major chaos in the order of the Aoshi universe. Ah, it's the soul of life, why did it disappear? Chen Shang was surprised, and asked quickly, is it going to die? World Defying Dan God Chapter 4547, Chaos Dragon Tree. Big Life Soul is just going, as for where to go, I don't know. Grandma Tree said. It said that everything has been arranged so that Aoshi universe will be more stable. Chen Shang suddenly thought of Linglong's mother-in-law, who was also Daming's soul, and then suddenly left, saying that he was going to a place, saying that he was called to the past, and that this was the mission of Daming's soul. It seems the same is true for the great life soul of Aoshi universe now, except that it has gone a bit later than Linglong's mother-in-law, or it has already left, but the tree grandma doesn't know. If the great life soul is not in Aoshi universe, what will happen? Chen Shang asked. If it is not there, then Aoshi universe will begin to fall into turbulence, but the overall situation should still be very stable, and it won't be finished. Grandma Tree said. I always feel that Aoshi universe has already begun to be turbulent. Chen Shang curled his lips and said, this Heavenly Mother Saint Huang, it feels weird. Isn't it? Grandma Tree smiled. But the little master, you can definitely handle it. Grandma Tree, when will this tree bear fruit? What kind of tree is this? If the Heavenly Mother Holy Desolation is over, can I take this tree away? Chen Shang was still reluctant to bear this tree. This is the Chaos Dragon tree, as for whether you can take it away. I don't know, it depends on your ability. Grandma Tree said. So, you should become stronger quickly. The Chaos Treasure medicine seems to kill people. Grandma Tree, will you kill? Chen Shang smiled. If you have a certain fighting capacity, then I am not afraid that you will be missed. There are many powerful things in the Heavenly Mother's sacred wilderness. Power, they might come to grab it. Hee, don't worry, I promise those guys can't even take a leaf. Grandma Tree smiled. This tree is about to bear fruit. Only you can take away the Chaos Dragon fruit, you can rest assured. Little Master, you will live in the Chaos Dragon tree from now on, and I will protect you. Grandma Tree said. Can this happen? That's great. Chen Shang was very happy, and then immediately felt the benefits of this tree. There was even the ability to teleport in it. It could teleport him to a tree hole with a high trunk, where one could see farther. This tree is much taller than the Baocheng Tianlu, and Chen Shang now prefers the tallest tree hole. And he can jump around on the branches are very huge, even if a giant elephant walks on the branches, it won't make the branches tremble at all. Chen Shang communicated with Grandma Tree, and she agreed to let the black wood ants eat the leaves of this tree, and also agreed that the black wood ants should build nests in the big tree. Grandma Ant is happy, because the leaves of this tree are a great tonic for the black wood ants. The appearance of this tree has also made the whole city more powerful, and the breath released by the big tree is scattered throughout the city, making the medicinal materials grow better. In just a short period of time, the land prices and housing prices in the magic medicine Baocheng have risen one after another. News also spread in the city, that tree is called the Chaos Dragon tree, and it is the Chaos Treasure medicine. Chen Shang told Li Minqing and Wu Mo of the news, and asked them to spread the news. And this is a real thing, and no one doubts it, because many people have seen how this tree was born, and the various benefits that this tree has brought to the whole city after it appeared. What made Chen Shang didn't expect was that Grandma Tree was not at all polite. She allowed the roots of the Chaos Dragon tree to spread everywhere, and she also began to absorb the terrain of Yishan City next door. The Chaos Dragon tree has deep roots and plans to extract the energy of the Heavenly Mother's sacred wilderness. Chen Shang always felt that the Chaos Dragon tree was not that simple, even if it was the Chaos Magic medicine, even if he refined and transformed it, it shouldn't be mutated into this way. The reason why the Chaos Dragon tree has such a scale, there must be other power blessings. There is only one possibility, that is, before the Great Fate Soul gave Granny Tree some strength. The people from the City Lord's mansion returned one after another. They could get close to the Chaos Dragon tree, and they could feel a more powerful atmosphere of Chaos Treasure medicine. We cultivate in this environment, and we can break through faster. Tian Yuan looked up at the giant tree, marveling again and again. He knew very well that this must have been made by Chen Shang. In order to get closer to the Chaos Dragon tree, there will be more people coming from the various construction shops around the City Lord's mansion. Many lands around the City Lord's mansion are directly controlled by the City Lord's mansion and are not sold, at most they are just rented out. Then there are all kinds of talents in the city. Now they are going to enter the City Lord's mansion. They are all undergoing various assessments and are willing to pay a large amount of Tianyuan Jingzhu. Chen Shang is waiting for the result now. Once the Chaos Dragon fruit results, it will cause another sensation at that time. Auntie Qing, if the Chaos Dragon fruit is formed, there may be many giants coming. Chen Shang said, you have to be vigilant and don't let them make trouble in the city. Yes. Li Minqing was in a tall tree hole, and she looked at the scenery in the city with Chen Shang, and she secretly marveled at the terrifying ability of this young man. You and Senior Tianyuan, this time has been a little harder. Before and after the Chaos Dragon fruit is formed, there will definitely be a lot of things happening. Chen Shang said. Also, you should pay more attention to Yishan City. Shaoshen, many families have moved in one after another. The big and small forces that were originally in Yishan City have come here. Li Minqing smiled and said, your method of giving the 9-leaf blue soul pill is very effective. Yi Tiancheng must hate us, so be careful. Chen Shang said with a smile, they are the best here, I want to try their strength. Li Minqing has just received the notice that another big family has arrived. As the lord of the city, she will meet him in person. These big families moved to the magical medicine treasure city, but invested a lot of Tianyuanjing, and will create a lot of taxes for the magical medicine treasure city in the future, so Li Minqing is also very polite to them. She rode flying ants and flew directly from the tree. The Yishan Gate of the Yishan Mountains, the two Yishan Gates have now been merged, and the Yishan Gate of the Universe Shanhai is dominating. The original Yishan Gate can only stand aside and obey orders. These two Yishanmen are very clear. From the current situation, the merger is most beneficial to them. Originally, the Yishanmen of Tianmu Shengwang intended to take refuge in the Minghan Palace, but the Minghan Palace did not support them in the end, so they were worried and understood their status in the heart of the Minghan Palace. As a saint, Yi Tianshu's status has not changed, but she will not have any special powers. Aunt Yan still followed Yi Tianshu, saying that she was protecting her, but in fact she was to monitor her, put her under house arrest, and prevent her from running around. Xiaoshu, that tree, have you seen it? Aunt Yan asked. You should be able to see the tree of the magic medicine Baocheng from the window. Do you like this sight? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4548, Big Danger. Of course Yi Tianshu saw it. When the tree was born, the movement was not small at all, and the sound reached the Yishan mountain range. When she walked to the window, she could see the golden light shining in the distance, which was from the Chaos Dragon tree. Yi Tianshu's residence is on the peak of a mountain, and the Yishan mountain range is originally suspended in the sky, so her residence is in a high position. When she sees the magical medicine treasure city, it is equivalent to overlooking the past from a distance. The tree in the treasure city of the magic medicine is called the Chaos Dragon tree. It is the Chaos Dragon tree. Aunt Yan said. It seems, your little servant made it out. Where is he sacred? I do not know. Yi Tianshu shook her head. She really didn't understand the origin of Chen Shang, only that Chen Shang had a double soul sea, and there was a dragon in his double soul sea. Then how did you accept him as a servant? Aunt Yan asked. I used some methods, and he wasn't that strong at the time. Yi Tianshu said, anyway, don't let me persuade him to take refuge in Yishanmen. He is the best choice to go to Yishanmen. You have to think about the location of the magical medicine treasure city. Aunt Yan sighed. If the Supreme Nine Palaces in Zhaoshanzong, you have to deal with the magical medicine treasure city. Once the magical medicine treasure city falls into these two forces, it will be a great threat to Yishanmen. The treasure city of magical medicine will not fall into anyone's hands. Yi Tianshu said coldly. But those in power in Yishanmen don't think so. In their opinion, even if you don't get the magical medicine treasure city, you must destroy it, lest it fall into the hands of other forces. Tiancheng poses a threat. Aunt Yan said. Well, you can persuade your little servant, I know you can contact him. After speaking, Aunt Yan left. Yi Tianshu could only contact Chen Shang immediately and ask about Chaos Dragon Tree. Chen Shang, the Chaos Dragon Tree will definitely attract competition from many forces, can you keep it? Yi Tianshu was also deeply moved. During the period when Chen Shang was away from her, many things had happened, especially in terms of strength, which had grown very fast. Of course, Chen Shang answered confidently. Yishanmen, Yi Tianshu told Chen Shang of the situation here, and said, if they can't get it, they will also destroy it to prevent it from falling into the hands of other people. Master, the guys in the universe Shanhai, are they going to treat Yishanmen here as their new home? Chen Shang laughed. Yes, they are very satisfied with the environment here, and they are determined to do a good job. Yi Tianshu said. In short, the Yishan mountain range was moved from the universe Shanhai back then, and they like it very much. Ha ha ha, Chen Shang laughed suddenly. Chen Shang, what are you laughing at? Yi Tianshu was puzzled. Because Heavenly Mother Saint Wilderness will be over soon. Chen Shang smiled. This ghost place will not be stable for a few days. The new home they just found will soon be destroyed again. So, they don't have to rush to kill. My magical medicine is in the treasure city, because by that time, everyone's turf will be finished. Yi Tianshu was stunned, because she didn't know this kind of information. Why did Tianmu Shengwang die? And the one who knows Tianmu Shengwang best should be their talents. Yi Tianshu would not doubt what Chen Shang said, but how did Chen Shang know it? Are you sure? Yi Tianshu asked. Of course I'm sure. Chen Shang smiled. Master, you tell them to stop fighting and think of a way to remove the Yishan mountain range. That's the best. Where to move? Yi Tianshu asked. Away from the Heavenly Mother and Holy Desolation. The sanctuary is so big, they can go wherever they like. No, they can't go to Saint Profound Star, that's my place. Chen Shang laughed. They can also go to Saint Profound Star, I will bury them well. Chen Shang is really happy, the Heavenly Mother Sage is gone, so the forces here can only go to the sanctuary. When they arrived at a place like sanctuary, which was strongly constrained by the power of law, they couldn't beat Chen Zhang's at all. I will tell them the news. Yi Tianshu said. Master, what is your role for the Saint Yishan to them? Chen Shang asked. Have you figured it out during this period of time? No, they wouldn't tell me. Yi Tianshu said. They refused to tell you, so I guess, most of your saints are used for sacrifice. Chen Shang pouted and said, otherwise, why didn't they tell you? Yi Tianshu hadn't thought about it, she was silent now. I'll figure it out as soon as possible. Yi Tianshu said. Chen Shang, you have to take precautions during this time. No, Chen Shang said, Master, you have to be careful too. Well, goodbye, Yi Tianshu replied. Chen Shang was sitting at the entrance of the huge tree hole, where he could also see the canopy and the chaotic dragon tree blooming. He just needs to wait patiently for the result now. Grandma tree, is there anything great about this tree? Chen Shang asked. Let me think about it. Well, my tree roots have been connected to the center of the Heavenly Mother Holy Waste. Grandma Tree smiled and said, is this amazing? Awesome. How did this happen? Chen Shang said very happily. Is it true that you have absorbed all the energy source of the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness? Of course not. The energy source of the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness is delivered to the entire land in an orderly manner. I just can absorb more. Grandma Tree smiled and said, besides, I have another ability. I can enhance all kinds of perception. Can the message of the messenger be transmitted further? Chen Shang asked. If you haven't entered any special space on the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness, or have not been blocked by any barrier, I should be able to help you pass it. Grandma Tree said. Chen Shang immediately took out the messenger talisman and tried them one by one, but couldn't contact Lu Menger and the others. However, he got in touch with Yan Zilian and Shinru. Yuan Zilian said at the beginning that she would let Shinru stay by Shen Zhang's side, but Chen Shang waited for a long time, but she didn't wait for this gentle and heartwarming sister Shinru. Sister Zilian, where are you? Chen Shang was very happy, and hurriedly asked, I miss you very much. I am also in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness, and I am going to find you. Brother Shen, think of a way to leave Tianmu Shengwang. Shinru almost shouted out. The Tianmu Shengwang is very dangerous, you have to escape as soon as possible. Chen Shang, where are you in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolation? If you can't escape from the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolation, I and Shinru will find you. You will be safer following us. This is Zillian's voice, which sounds even more pronounced. Cold and calm. I'm here at Yishan Mountain Range. Chen Shang said. He is now very worried about Lu Menger and the 100 Flowers girls, because they can't get in touch with them, and Tianmu Shengwang is so dangerous. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4549, Chaos 9 Leaf Blue. Yishan Mountain Range. It's still safe for the time being. Your current location is Dongxuanzhou in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolate. It is the only pure land left in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desolation. We will look for you as soon as possible, said. When she learned that Chen Shang was in Dongxuanzhou, she suddenly felt relieved a lot. Since Chen Shang has come to Tianmu Shengwang for so many days, it is the first time that he knows where he is, what Dongxuanzhou is. Grandma Aunt never told him these things. Sister Zillian, where are you and Sister Shinru? Chen Shang asked. We are in West Mozhou, this place is very dangerous. We still have a long way to go from here to Dongxuanzhou, wait patiently. Yu Zillian said, Dongxuanzhou is still safe now. Maybe in the future. I will wait for you. You must come here quickly. Chen Shang said, Sister Zillian, what's the matter with the Supreme Nine Palaces? The Supreme Nine Palaces of the Cosmic Sea of Gods are here, and they want to go with the Supreme Nine Palaces here. Merge. Chen Shang, you must remember. Whether it is the Supreme Nine Palaces of the Divine Sea of the Universe or the Supreme Nine Palaces of the Tianmu Shengwang, they are not good things. Zillian's voice was very severe, and she exhorted. There is also according to Tianzong and Yishinmen, they are not good things either. What? Chen Shang thought that Supreme Nine Palaces should be better, but you Zillian said that. Does she know this well? Sister Zillian, what the asterisk is going on? Do you know the forces in the universe, Shanhai? Chen Shang asked. Of course I understand that they might have been pretty good back then, but now, they will only get worse and worse. Don't believe anything about them, anyway, just treat them as enemies to guard against. Said Zillian Yu. Where is the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace? Why don't you go to Heavenly Mother Holy Wilderness? They are also here, and they joined the Supreme Nine Palaces before. Chen Shang said. What, Tianmu Holy Palace is here too? I don't know, my sister and I came to Tianmu Holy Wilderness, and we are directly in West Mojo. Zillian suddenly became anxious. Those stupid girls, how come they would join Wu the One in the Nine Palaces? This is in trouble. Sister Zillian, don't worry, they are now out of the Supreme Nine Houses. I noticed that they were wrong, so I helped them run away. Chen Shang laughed and said, I'm in a city with me now, it's still safe for the time being. Great. Zillian breathed a sigh of relief, and said, Chen Shang, I will pass as soon as possible. You must hold on, wait for us. There shouldn't be any major issues on my side. Chen Shang felt that the danger had not yet approached, and there would be no catastrophe in a short time. By the way, the amethyst lotus I gave you before, how is it now? Asked Zillian. Now, it's still the same, absorbing energy. I have taken care of it, but it seems that there is no response. Chen Shang said. You keep raising, try to make this flower wake up. Anyway, I can't make her wake up, maybe you can. Zillian said, that's it, my sister and I are going to fight a group of guys. If we want to go to Dongxuanzhou, we have to cut a road from here. Be careful, Chen Shang suddenly became worried. Yun Zillian interrupted the contact with the messenger, and Chen Shang immediately took out the amethyst lotus. This thing is asleep, it's hard to wake up. Chen Shang looked at the amethyst lotus in his hand. He has been there for so many days, but he has not injected all kinds of energy into it, but he just didn't have much reaction. He thought it was something like Fate Soul before, but now it seems that it is not Fate Soul, but something with life. Chen Shang opened his eyes and probed carefully. At this moment, the amethyst lotus suddenly released a strong light, causing Chen Shang to suddenly lose consciousness. When Chen Shang regained consciousness, the amethyst lotus was gone. What's the matter? Chen Shang quickly looked around. Brother, the amethyst lotus has entered the depths of your soul. Sister Xiaojing said, it should be in your double soul sea. Chen Shang hurriedly looked at the dual soul sea, as expected, floating in it, absorbing energy. What the is this? Chen Shang tried it, but he couldn't get it out of the dual soul sea. It seems that this amethyst lotus is about to stay in the second soul sea. No matter what Zillian's sister gave me should be good for me. Chen Shang ate a 9-leaf blue soul pill to practice, and found that the energy went directly into the double soul sea, and then was absorbed by the amethyst lotus. This is terrible. Chen Shang suddenly had a headache. If amethyst lotus absorbs all the energy, then he still practices a fart, and his cultivation level cannot be improved. Brother, maybe this will make amethyst lotus wake up sooner. Sister Xiaojing said. It is also possible that amethyst lotus will be parasitic in your soul. Why didn't Sister Zillian tell me exactly what this thing is? Chen Shang thought that Zillian knew, but for some reason, she didn't tell him. Chen Shang can only practice with pills now. If his cultivation level wants to break through, he has to feed this amethyst lotus. Because he couldn't practice well, Chen Shang has been depressed for the past few days. And today, he suddenly learned the good news that Juyelin broke through. 9-leaf blue was a 9-leaf flower before. Now after the breakthrough, it still has 9 leaves, but the flower has become bigger. Chen Shang looked at the 9-leaf blue in the space of the 6 gods' mirror, and was shocked. The petals were all very large. This huge flower is like a big tree more than 10 meters high, and the whole flower is like a huge blue umbrella. This is the magic medicine of chaos, right? Chen Shang felt so. Although the Chaos Dragon Tree is also a chaos magic medicine, it has become so detached because of the power of the Great Life Soul. Now Juyelan is a magical medicine of chaos. It should be. I can feel the same aura as the Dragon Tree of Chaos. Sister Xiaojing smiled. Brother, Juyelan has finally become the magic medicine of chaos. The previous 9 small 9-leaf blues are gone, and they have been absorbed by this huge 9-leaf blue as a tonic. Chaotic 9-leaf blue. Chen Shang looked at this beautiful and huge flower, and his mood suddenly improved a lot. However, he thought that even if he could take the chaotic 9-leaf blue flower dew for alchemy, he would not be able to improve much, and his mood began to depress again. Brother, if you let the amethyst lotus absorb enough energy, then it won't continue to steal your energy. Sister Xiaojing smiled. Using the chaotic 9-leaf blue flower dew to make alchemy, maybe it will be very good. Feed the amethyst lotus. Let me try. Chen Shang originally wanted to fool the amethyst lotus to absorb the heavenly source crystal pill, but the amethyst lotus is not a treasure medicine. So no matter how he instilled the technique of absorbing Tianyuan Jingdan, the amethyst lotus was unmoved. World-Defying Dan God Chapter 4550, Dragon Fruit. Chaos 9-leaf blue has just broken through and immediately secreted flower dew. This flower dew looks the same as before, all blue dew drops, but after it was taken, it was found to be particularly heavy. Same as before, it can promote the improvement of soul Dao cultivation, and can have a lot of pure soul energy. Chen Shang said. Moreover, the soul energy is much milder than before. Cultivating soul Dao requires absorbing a large amount of pure soul power. Although the City Lord's mansion has a large number of soul element power orbs condensed from soul element power, their soul element power has a master, so it is not pure. The soul power from the medicinal materials is very pure. It can be directly absorbed into one's body and run for a few times, so that these soul power will become one's own, without repelling oneself, and finally can be absorbed by the soul to improve the soul cultivation. If it is to absorb the soul power of others, it is very difficult to refine it. If it is accidentally repelled by the soul power of others, it will be even more difficult to absorb, and it may be dangerous. Chen Shang knows that the chaos magic medicine is very powerful, but he doesn't know where it is better than the treasure medicine. For example, this tree is Chaos Dragon Tree, but Chen Shang has never eaten Chaos Dragon fruit, so he doesn't know the difference between chaos magic medicine and treasure medicine. And now, through Chaos Juyelan, he immediately feels the difference between chaos magic medicine and treasure medicine. The chaos magic medicine is much stronger than the treasure medicine. Chen Shang can feel the huge difference just when he comes into contact with the flower dew. What made him wonder is that even if he used the Ao Shi Shen furnace to make alchemy, he would not be able to condense alchemy as quickly as before. It's not easy to make a pill. At this time, Chen Shang was using the chaotic 9-leaf blue flower dew to make alchemy. He gritted his teeth, staring at the flower dew inside the proud god furnace, clenching his teeth tightly. He hasn't tried so hard to refine a furnace of pill for a long time. Only when he had gone to make life soul before, he would find it so hard. Fortunately, his pill cultivation base is high enough, so he completed it alone in one day, refining a pill. It's called Chaos Blue Soul Pill. Chen Zhang's eyes were tired, he looked at the pill in his palm, the blue pill, and the soul energy that looked like a flame was wrapped around it. Also, this pill has a powerful pill soul inside. Chen Shang always has a pill soul in alchemy. Generally speaking, the higher the quality of the pill, the stronger the pill soul. The pill he has refined now is of very good quality. Try it. He was a little bit reluctant, but he still ate. Because of eating this pill, the final pure soul energy will enter the amethyst lotus. Sure enough, his refined soul power after refining, after entering the soul, directly enters the amethyst lotus in the double soul C to ***** get away. Fortunately, this pill contains so much pure soul energy that the amethyst lotus flower cannot absorb it for a while, and Chen Shang also needs time to refine it. Although Juyelan has become the magic medicine of chaos, Chen Shang still has a way to improve the seeds through this flower dew. He put the flower dew of Chaos 9-leaf blue into a large amount of water, and then refine it with the technique of heavenly refining, and then he can get a lot of flower dew. In this way, the quality is almost the same as before. Although the quality is the same as before, the overall is still better than before. After all, there is the power of chaos magic medicine inside. Chaos Juyelan's appetite is getting bigger and bigger, and the speed of absorbing Tianyuan crystal pill is getting faster and faster, and the more it is absorbed. However, the flower dew secreted by Chaos Juyelan is much higher in quality, so it is still worthwhile. Chen Shang now has no shortage of Tianyuan Jingdan. This magical medicine treasure city collects a lot of taxes every day, and there are a lot of Tianyuan Jing for him to refine into Tianyuan Jingdan. After a few days of retreat, the dragon tree of chaos finally bears fruit. Grandma Tree told Chen Shang that Chaos Dragon Tree is about to enter the fruiting stage, and let him pay more attention. The chaotic dragon tree grows very fast. After it takes shape, it will bear fruit quickly, and it may take a long time to wait for the next result. Chen Shang waited for the saliva to come out, and the amethyst lotus was still absorbing the power of the chaotic blue soul pill. It should be impossible to absorb the energy of the chaotic dragon fruit, so Chen Shang had to get one to taste it as soon as possible. Shen Zhang's retreat these days, people from all major forces have arrived outside the magical medicine treasure city, but they did not enter the city. Because you enter the city now, you need to sign a soul contract, you can't mess around in the city, and you must abide by the rules of the magic drug treasure city. The powerful of the major forces, they will definitely not sign this kind of contract, so they have not entered the city, and they are all outside waiting for the result. Chen Shang, the tree has come to fruition. Yi Tianshu contacted Chen Shang with a messenger, and said, "You have to be careful, I heard that many strong people have passed away." "Is there a strong person at Yishan Gate?" Chen Shang asked. "Yes," Yi Tianshu said, "although your magical medicine treasure city has enchantments, you still have to be careful." "I know." Chen Shang also thinks that it cannot be taken lightly. Although Grandma Tree said that this tree is very powerful and can resist others to take away Chaos Dragon fruit, Chen Shang still feels that it is necessary to be more vigilant. The process that is about to bear fruit is also very interesting. The huge flower that was in full bloom has now turned into a bud, and it has shrunk a lot. As long as the bud opens again, you can see the Chaos Dragon fruit. After Yi Tianshu informed Chen Shang, Aunt Yan walked in from outside and said, "Xiaoshu, do you really want to see it too?" "I don't want to." Yi Tianshu is now under house arrest here, otherwise she would have gone to Chen Shang a long time ago. The barrier of the magical medicine treasure city is very strong, but we have a way to break it. Aunt Yan said, "Your little servant can't keep that tree. The result is about to come now, and all forces will surely grab it." "Why do you guys other people's things?" Yi Tianshu was very upset. If your little servant has the ability to defend, then it means he is qualified to own the Chaos Dragon tree. If he can't defend it, it means he doesn't deserve it. Aunt Yan said. Robber logic. Yi Tianshu felt angry. The moment when the Chaos Dragon fruit formed, the movement was also very big, the position of the flower bud suddenly flashed with golden light, and then it made a huge explosion. Boom boom boom. 5 flower buds explode continuously, exploding the petals, and burning them into powder, and the transformed energy will drift into the big tree. This Chaos Dragon tree is huge, and the buds are several people taller, but the fruit is pitifully small, only the size of a fist, but it is very dazzling, releasing a strong golden light. The most shocking thing is that this little fruit has a very powerful pill soul. What the hell? Could it be that the fruit was condensed into a pill in the bud before? Chen Shang was shocked. He recalled that the flowers of the Chaos Dragon tree were very big, but when it came to fruition, it turned into a bud again, and then gradually shrank. It seemed that it was condensing pills. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4551, Kneeling Woe. Sister Xiaojing guessed before that the flower lotion secreted by the treasure medicine is similar to the way of refining medicine. And the fruits of the chaos magic medicine seem to be produced through alchemy. But why is there no fruit in Chaos Juyelan? It just secretes flower dew. Shen Shang immediately discussed this issue with Sister Xiaojing. "Brother, Juyelan is not a very good treasure. The ranking is very low. This shows that Juyelan should be equivalent to a person with relatively poor qualifications, and not good in all aspects." Little Mirror's sister said. "Maybe, you can inherit the method of alchemy from Juyelan." Yes. Shen Zhang's eyes suddenly lit up. Before Destiny Ganoderma lucidum, because Chen Shang taught the exercises, so he could absorb Tianyuan Jingdan to practice. "Let's go pick the fruit." Chen Shang rode the flying ants and flew over happily. You should know that now many people are watching with telescopes, and they all saw a young man riding a mysterious wood flying ant to pick the Chaos Dragon fruit. Chaos Dragon fruit is golden, releasing very strong golden ons, and the fruit seems to be wrapped in scales. There are 5 knots in total, and the positions are all far apart. After Chen Shang picked one, he had to fly a distance before he could pick another one. When he took off the fourth one, a loud noise suddenly rang out from the horizon. Chen Shang looked over immediately, and was shocked that the enchantment of the magical medicine treasure city was blasted out of a hole. Someone broke through the barrier and rushed in. Not too many people come in, there are a dozen in total, and they can all fly in the air. After breaking through the barrier, they will fly to the Chaos Dragon Tree at the fastest speed. Obviously, their goal is the last Chaos Dragon Fruit. Chen Shang has always been very confident in the barrier of the magical medicine treasure city, but he did not expect that he was still breached, but the opponent was not very easy, and he should have made sufficient preparations to break through the barrier and enter in a short time. You must know that in the Heavenly Mother's sacred desolation, it is difficult to fly fast, but more than a dozen people can fly, and the speed is very fast. I don't know how they did it. They were wearing Zhao Shenzong's clothes, and seeing them wearing that black and white robe, Li Minqing immediately shouted, "They are from Zhao Shenzong." After that, someone flew in from the hole just now. Supreme 9 palaces, Yishanmen, Minghan Palace, and 6 Soul Palaces, they all sent people, and they are all experts with very high cultivation basis. They had been guarding outside the city before, and they thought they would be able to break through the barrier and come in at the moment of the result. But they all underestimated the barrier of the magical medicine treasure city, so when Chen Shang picked the fourth one, they opened a hole and flew in. These guys are worthy of a big power, they are really powerful, and they can break through the barrier of the magical medicine treasure city. Chen Shang was also surprised at this. Grandma Tree, don't let them the Chaos Dragon Fruit. Chen Shang immediately sent a message to Grandma Tree. Was also at this time, Li Minqing, Tian Yuan and others all rode flying ants to rush over, blocking those people. Because the people who flew in are too strong, they are all giants of the big powers, so Chen Shang can only temporarily enter the tree hole and see the situation before coming out. The last Chaos Dragon Fruit, because it releases a strong light, everyone knows where it is. Tianzong's people came first, so they are also the fastest to get to that location. However, when they were about to fetch Chaos Dragon Fruit, a lot of vines suddenly appeared on the big tree. These vines were all thorns and very flexible. Several people flying over this tree are entangled by flexible tree vines, and their bodies are penetrated by the thumb-thick spikes of the tree vines. The most terrifying thing is that people who are entangled by trees and vines, their bodies quickly become human stems, and the energy inside and outside their bodies is absorbed by the trees and vines. When Chen Shang saw that the opponent was missing a few people, he immediately rushed out and flew to the 5th Chaos Dragon Fruit. Zhao Tianzong has a middle-aged man who is the strongest. After he approached the Chaos Dragon Fruit, he was able to use a long sword to cut the vines that reached him from the roots. As soon as Chen Shang passed by, he saw the middle-aged man grabbing the Chaos Dragon Fruit. Although countless tree vines flew towards him at this time, with a wave of the fast sword in his hand, the tree vines were all chopped off and all lit up. This guy is so strong. Chen Shang was shocked. He had never seen the giants of these big powers. The middle-aged Zhao Tianzong in front of him did not know if he came from the universe of gods. Go. Grandma Tree suddenly spoke to Chen Shang and said, "This person is very strong, you are not his opponent." Chen Shang also realized it, but fortunately, he is now stepping on the 6 magic mirrors, and he can immediately back away. Are you the boy? Great, hand over the other Chaos Dragon Fruit. After seeing Chen Shang, the middle-aged man laughed and flew over. The 6 divine mirrors released a shield to wrap Chen Shang inside, but they were still crushed by the middle-aged Zhao Shenzong who flew over in an instant. Chen Shang, together with the 6 magic mirrors, was blown out in an instant. The middle-aged man continued to chase, and soon caught up with the 6 magic mirrors that flew out. His speed was so fast that Chen Shang was secretly terrified. Trash! The middle-aged sneered, and the sword fell. When, suddenly, a cyan figure appeared in front of Chen Shang, and Li Minqing rushed over. She was wearing a set of cyan armor and holding a big sword to block the middle-aged sword. According to Tianzong, Ni Lingwo. Okay, you, the head teacher of Zhao Tianzong, actually went out in person. Li Minqing was also surprised. Ha ha ha, I'm not the leader of Zhao Shenzong now. The one from the universe Shanhai took over Zhao Shenzong. With my strength, now the new Zhao Shenzong is only ranked 5th. Ni Linghuo laughed and said, "You are Li Minqing, right? Your city is good, but you don't deserve it, you can't keep it, haha." Chen Shang didn't expect that the forehand teacher of Zhao Tianzong would come here in person, and the attraction of this chaotic dragon fruit is really big enough. Nilingwo glanced at Chen Shang, his body suddenly disappeared, he came behind Chen Shang in the blink of an eye, and struck Chen Shang vigorously with a sword. Although Chen Zhang's cultivation is not as good as Nilingwo, he has 6 magic mirrors to defend him, and Nilingwo's sword was blocked by the 6 magic mirrors again. However, what Chen Shang did not expect was that the 6 magic mirrors were cut with a sword mark. This Nilingwo's strength should be the strongest one Chen Shang has encountered so far. Ha ha ha, Nilingwo laughed loudly, you are overwhelmed, you are dead. Come back. Grandma Tree also realized that neither Chen Shang nor Li Minqing's opponents of Nilingwo. If they continue, they will both be killed. Now it is safe to enter the tree. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4552, Celestial Sky Bead. Chen Shang rode on the 6 magic mirrors, and immediately flew to the tree hole with Li Minqing. You are all too weak. Nilingwo laughed and said, the magical medicine treasure city belongs to our Zhaoshanzong. While he laughed, he threw the long sword in his hand, and then a large array of swords appeared, with countless sharp long swords flying towards Chen Shang and Li Minqing. The 6 magic mirrors once again released their shields to resist, but it didn't take long to resist, before they were breached. Let me come. Li Minqing swung his sword frantically, opening all the flying swords. Chen Shang originally thought that the 6 magic mirrors would soon fly into the Chaos Dragon Tree, but what he didn't expect was that they were actually trapped in a realm. Nilingwo released a field just now, causing the 6 magic mirrors to fly around Nilingwo and was pulled by a suction. Ha ha ha, you are weak. Thank you for the magical medicine treasure city. Nilingwo was so happy that he released countless sharp swords again. This time, his goal is Chen Shang. Little Shen, you go, ignore me. Li Minqing knew that Chen Shang would definitely be able to run. Don't you want to leave? Nilingwo sneered. The 6 magic mirrors suddenly shook and became extremely huge. A picture of Crowd World mountains and rivers appeared, forming a stronger protective cover. Furthermore, the 6 magic mirrors also opened the 6 Tai Chi arrays, and those flying sword rains were all driven by the 6 Tai Chi arrays to rotate around. Chen Shang was also angered, because Li Minqing was stabbed several times just now. After the 6 divine mirrors became larger, they also broke Nilingwo's domain, and then they continued to fly to the Chaos Dragon Tree. Seeing that the only remaining Chaos Dragon fruit had been taken away by Nilingwo, so the others who came in all evacuated. Their losses were not small, many of them were caught by the vines and then killed instantly. The only elders who can leave alive now are the more powerful elders, and they didn't even think about attacking the magical medicine treasure city with Nilingwo. In their view, the strength of the magical medicine Baocheng has not yet been figured out, and they cannot act rashly. And because Nilingwo is very confident of his own strength, he thinks he can be defeated, and he also thinks that the strength of the magic medicine treasure city is just like that. You look down on me too much. As soon as Nilingwo's voice fell, a huge mountain suddenly appeared behind him. The terrible thing about this huge mountain is that it is made up of countless swords, which are as high as 10,000 feet. The giant mountain rushes towards Chen Zhang's 6 magic mirrors. Brother, this guy is too powerful, I may not be able to stop it. I will try my best. Sister Xiaojing also felt great pressure. Dead. Nilingwo roared, the sword mountain that was 10,000 feet high impacted down, and then countless swords burst out instantly. Little Shen, hold on. Li Minqing quickly stood in front of Chen Shang. Those swords are really terrifying. At the moment of the explosion, they directly broke through the shield of the 6 gods' mirrors. Li Minqing stood in front of Chen Shang and blocked dozens of swords with his body. I saw dozens of swords inserted in front of her body. In order to prevent those swords from penetrating her body, she controlled the power in her body and blocked those swords in her body. Ant Ching, Chen Shang roared. The 6 divine mirrors can't stop it, so there is no way for the 4 elephant soldiers like the Azure Dragon Slaughter Demon Sword. This Nilingwo is too strong, especially since he has countless swords of that kind, and his strength is as strong as a bottomless pit. Go away. Ant Ching gritted her teeth and shouted. Chen Shang could only control the 6 divine mirrors and flew towards the Chaos Dragon Tree. He did not abandon Li Minqing, but still took her to the tree hole. Tianyuan, they didn't want to come over, but their bodies were also pierced by those swords. Ha ha ha, you really don't have any abilities, as I expected. Nilingwo looked relaxed, laughing and rushing towards Chen Shang. The sword in his hand suddenly became huge, and he slashed at Chen Shang and Li Minqing from a distance, and also carried a terrifying thunder and fire. Well go, don't give it away. Ni Ling laughed wildly. But his laughter soon stopped because of the sudden appearance of silver-white beads. This bead is huge, like a house, floating in the air. It actually blocked Ni Lingwo's terrifying sword. The Heavenly Mother Celestial Pearl. The Heavenly Mother Sacred Palace. Good fellow, Ni Lingwo said coldly. The Heavenly Mother Sacred Palace, aren't you the Supreme Nine Palaces? We are out of the Supreme Nine Houses. This was the voice of the Lord of the Heavenly Mother Palace, and she suddenly appeared, standing on the white bead. Master Shen, Aunt Qing. Leave it to me, the Heavenly Mother Palace Master said to Chen Shang. Chen Shang didn't expect that Palace Master Heavenly Mother would even have this kind of artifact that could block Ni Lingwo's terrifying sword. HMPH, even if the Supreme Nine Palaces are here, I am not afraid of them. You bead, I want it. Ni Ling smiled coldly, then controlled the giant sword and fiercely attacked the Palace Lord of the Heavenly Mother. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord's cultivation base is not high, but the Heavenly Mother Celestial Sky Orb she released is extremely strong in defense, causing Ni Lingwo's sword to be unable to move at all. Chen Shang took Li Minqing, who was seriously injured, back into the tree. Aunt Qing, you will be fine. Chen Shang immediately took out a large amount of medicine to treat Li Minqing. Li Minqing's body is mainly supported by the soul, and Ni Lingwo's attack caused great trauma to the soul. Li Minqing's consciousness is very vague now, and Chen Shang gives Li Minqing the Chaos Blue Soul pill he just refined. And put the flower dew of Chaos 9-leaf blue into the pool, let Li Minqing soak in it. It didn't take long for Li Minqing's consciousness to recover a little, and the souls that were about to burst also gradually gathered together. Chen Shang breathed a sigh of relief, and quickly looked outside. The body of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord had also been stabbed several times. Sister Palace Master, quickly pull out the sword. Don't let those swords stay in your body for too long. Chen Shang shouted, and then he flew past the 6 magic mirrors. Master Shen, you go back soon. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord was also very worried about Chen Shang. After all, Chen Shang had just escaped. It's just right to come. Ni Lingwo sneered. At this time, suddenly a light flew. It was an assault launched by Tianyuan. He turned into a sword and stabbed it at an extremely fast speed. Ni Lingwo is so powerful, he also found someone sneaking, but when he reacted, his chest was also pierced by the sword. What are you? You are also worthy of a sword. Ni Lingwo was furious. As soon as he raised his hand, he called out 10 black swords and knocked Tianyuan down to the ground. After Tianyuan landed, his life and death were unknown, and the Sword King of Heavenly Nightmare also hurried over to watch. Ni Lingwo can't wait to kill Tianyuan right away, but he cares more about Chen Shang and Heavenly Mother Palace Lord in front of him. Chen Zhang's 6 divine mirrors, and the Heavenly Mother Heaven Pearl of the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, are good things in Ni Lingwo's eyes. He is very worried that Chen Shang and Heavenly Mother Palace Lord will run away. We withdraw. Chen Shang came to the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, stood on the bead, and blocked the front with the 6 gods mirror. You can't go, Ni Lingwo said in a deep voice, only to see his body flashed, and then 3 more him. At this time, 4 Ni Lingwo suspended in the air. This is his clone, surrounding Chen Shang and the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4553, The Bell is Coming. This kind of clone method is very special. Even after the clone, the strength of each clone will not decrease. Chen Shang felt very familiar, and immediately remembered that he had previously met Shang Tiangan, a strong man from the 6th Fate and Soul in the Saint Profound Star, and had grabbed his substitute. It seemed that the same method was used, but the method used by Ni Lingwo in front of him was more sophisticated. Chen Shang also asked about the shortcomings of this clone method before. The biggest shortcoming is that the explosive power is very short. To maintain the same power of several clones, it will definitely consume a lot of time and can only last for a short time. After all, there are several clones that consume a share of power together. If you want to ensure that several clones are so strong, then this power will definitely be consumed quickly. In other words, using this method of avatar usually means that the opponent wants to end the battle as soon as possible. As long as it can survive, once the opponent's power is in front of the outbreak period, after exhaustion, they will be unable to fight again, and the opponent can only retreat. After Ni Lingwo released his clone, he released a lot of huge sharp swords from 4 directions, each of which carried a terrifying soul energy. Chen Shang had planned to use the six-god mirror to block one block, but he did not expect that the Heavenly Mother celestial sky bead under his feet flashed a strong light, and then Chen Shang and the Heavenly Mother Palace Master entered the bead. Inside the beads, they could see a large number of giant swords stabbing fiercely outside, as if carrying flames and lightning. After touching the beads, they all erupted into a very violent explosion. Although the Heavenly Mother Celestial Sky Pearl is very powerful, but the other party continues to attack so fiercely, this pearl can't hold it. Sister Palace Master, let me go out, I can still block it. Chen Shang said hurriedly, otherwise your bead will be destroyed. Chen Shang was also quite worried that the treasure of the Heavenly Mother's sacred palace would be killed here, and although his 6 magic mirrors had been damaged before, if they were released with all their strength, they would still be able to block one block. The big deal would be damage again. If it doesn't work, he still has a proud furnace. Master Shen, don't you understand? The sword in that guy's hand is a terrible thing, said Palace Master Tianmu. Ah, what is going on with his swords? Chen Shang was also very curious about this. Nilingwo madly released a lot of swords, and those swords seemed to be real swords, each of which was very sharp and not made of energy. After some swords were interrupted, it was obvious that they were all made of very strong materials. And these damaged swords would eventually drift towards Nilingwo, as if they were recovered. I don't know what's going on, it should be a very powerful artifact. Heavenly Mother Palace Master said. Don't worry, this Heavenly Mother Celestial Sky Orb has strong self-healing ability, especially in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness. Recover faster. At this moment, the 4 Nilingwo suddenly condensed a huge sword tens of feet long. Ended. 4 Nilingwo said at the same time, it can be seen that the 4 giant swords he condensed are very strong, if they fly over, they will definitely cause great damage to the Heavenly Mother Celestial Sky Orb. The people in the magical medicine treasure city looked stupid, and the people who suddenly appeared and could use swords were too powerful. At this moment, many rich people are panicking. If the city lord's mansion is not blocked, then the city will definitely fall, and they will definitely be raided. No one hopes that the city lord's mansion will lose, because they all have great benefits here. If they are strong enough, they also want to participate in the battle, but they all know that if Nilingwo makes a move, they will definitely be able to kill them easily. Nilingwo was the former head teacher of Tianzong. Before that, no one knew how strong he was, only that he must be very strong. Now everyone has a general idea that this Nilingwo is a strong man who can destroy the city with his own power. I have to destroy this bead, what a pity. After Nilingwo finished speaking, 4 giant swords flew out to lock the Heavenly Mother Sky Bead. However, Nilingwo still underestimated the power of the Heavenly Mother Heaven Pearl. The Heavenly Mother Sky Pearl suddenly swelled and became bigger. Although the 4 giant swords pierced into this sturdy giant bead, they only pierced a small portion. Chen Shang and Heavenly Mother Palace Lord in the beads were not stabbed. His sword will explode, Chen Shang said hurriedly. The Lord of the Heavenly Mother Palace immediately controlled the Heavenly Mother Celestial Sky Pearl and forced the 4 giant swords out, but this pearl was also hit hard now. You can't last long. Nilingwo is also a little impatient, because if he can't attack it, he will directly consume a lot of money, so he can only give up in the end. This guy has to continue. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord is also under great pressure at this time, because she still doesn't know whether the Heavenly Mother Celestial Sky Orb can survive. The 4 giant swords attacked again, and the power gathered this time was even stronger. The entire treasure city of magical medicine is trembling at this moment. The giant sword vibrated and whizzed, swaying the space, setting off fierce waves, and with the power of destroying the sky and destroying the earth, it stabs the Heavenly Mother Heaven Pearl. Suddenly, a golden light fell from the sky, and saw a huge golden shadow fall. It turned out to be a big golden bell, covering the Heavenly Mother's Sky Pearl. A vigorous and loud bell rang, and the 4 giant swords that hit the bell instantly shattered. Debris splashed to the ground, pitting the ground into deep pits. Chen Shang remembered this kind of bell, it was Yishan Bell. Yi Tianzhong. Nilingwo's expression changed, and he exclaimed, who came from? A tall woman with brown hair in a purple dress slowly descended from the sky, bare feet on top of Yishan clock. The woman's beautiful eyes are blue, her eyes are powerful, and she coldly looks at Nilingwo. Go, the woman said coldly. This woman is the sage Yishan, Yi Tianshu. Sage Yishan. Nilingwo's eyes were full of greed. He looked at Yi Tianzhong and sneered. I didn't expect that Yi Tianzhong, who had been sleeping for many years, was awakened by you little girl. No wonder you will become a sage Yishan. Chen Shang didn't expect that Yi Tianshu would come over suddenly, and even rescued them with Yi Tianzhong. Yi Tianshu didn't speak, but stared at Ni Lingwo with a powerful look. At this moment, the whole city seemed to be filled with an extremely terrifying pressure. I don't know if this was released by Yi Tianshu or Yi Tianzhong. Even Ni Lingwo felt a lot of pressure. HMPH, let you go first this time. Ni Lingwo finished speaking, and then the sword flew, breaking through the barrier and flew away. Yi Tianshu's current strength is also very limited. At most, she can only keep Chen Shang and the Heavenly Mother Palace Lord, so she did not pursue Ni Lingwo. After Ni Lingwo left, Yi Tianzhong also rose to the sky. Yi Tianshu was still sitting on top of Yixianzhong, and she did not leave immediately. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4554, Saint Admonition. At this moment, Yi Tianzhong is above the Chaos Dragon Tree, seeming to guard this magical medicine treasure city. The people in the city, although they have never seen Yishan Bell, they can all guess that it is the Yishan Bell of Yishanmen. According to Tianzong's forehand instruction, Ni Lingwo was forced to retreat by this Yishan Bell, which shows how powerful this artifact is. The Heavenly Mother Palace Lord has already returned to the Heavenly Mother Holy Palace, and she wants to repair the Heavenly Mother Sky Orb as soon as possible. After all, no one knows if there will be the next round of attacks. Chen Shang was in the Chaos Dragon Tree, taking care of Li Minqing's injuries. At this moment, Chen Zhang's face was cold, and there was a wave of anger in his heart. According to Tianzong's attack this time, it brought a great threat to the entire city. Had it not been for Yi Tianshu's sudden appearance and using Yi Tianzhong to force Ni Lingwo back, the city might have been destroyed by most. Now Chen Shang has also figured out that a large number of people does not mean that the overall strength can be very strong. Especially when encountering a powerful person like Ni Lingwo with a very high personal cultivation level, he suddenly attacked, and he didn't give him time to prepare. Xiao Shen, I'm fine, just rest for a while. Li Minqing now wakes up and asks, how is the situation now? The master appeared, and she used Yi Tianzhong to beat people back. Sister Palace Master also bought us a lot of time before. Chen Shang said, although Senior Tianyuan was also seriously injured, his condition has stabilized. Coming down, his apprentice is looking after him. Tianyuan also entered the Chaos Dragon Tree to heal his injuries. Chen Shang had visited him before, and his injuries were quite serious. Fortunately, Tianyuan's body and soul were very strong and could survive it. Li Minqing also needs to rest now. The Chaos Dragon Tree can release a special kind of energy, which is a kind of sap. Put it in the bathtub and let Li Minqing soak. This kind of tree sap full of the laws of life can speed up the recovery of injuries, not only for the body but also for the soul. Tianyuan is also receiving this kind of sap treatment now. Chen Shang returned to her tree hole, and Grandma Tree was very embarrassed and said, Little Master, I blamed me for carelessness. I underestimated the strength of those strong men in the Heavenly Mother Saint Wilderness, so sorry. I will try my best to restore them. Quote, Grandma Tree, they will come again. Chen Shang said, it won't work like this. You must have enough power. Otherwise, if they come a few more times, our city won't be able to hold it. Had it not been for Yi Tianshu this time, Chen Shang wouldn't know what would happen in the end. And Yi Tianshu couldn't be able to stop it every time. After all, this time only Ni Lingwo came. If there are more powerful players of his level, even if Yi Tianshu uses Yi Tianzhong, it will not stop them. Master, what I can do is very limited. I can only rely on this tree now. Grandma Tree said, I can't guarantee that this tree is absolutely safe now. I must become stronger quickly. Chen Shang gritted his teeth secretly. Ni Lingwo took a Chaos Dragon fruit, and he took it in front of Chen Shang. Not only that, Ni Lingwo also wanted to take this city, and injured Li Minqing and Tianyuan. Chen Shang couldn't swallow this breath. He took out the talisman to contact Yi Tianshu, and asked, Master, thank you for your shot, or else the fruit will be unthinkable. Yi Tianmen didn't let me come. Yi Tianshu said, they blocked me for a while, otherwise I would have arrived a long time ago, and Aunt Qing won't be hurt. That Ni Lingwo is very strong, can you beat him? Chen Shang couldn't judge Ni Lingwo's true strength now. In the previous battle, Ni Lingwo seemed to be able to do well, and his strength was unfathomable. However, there are still some strong people like him in Zhaoshanzong. He is very strong, I can't beat him. He was forced to retreat this time because of excessive consumption, Plus Yi Tianzhong's defense is very strong, and he does not know whether Yishanmen will intervene, so he chose retreat. Yi Tianshu said. The barrier of the magical medicine treasure city is gradually repaired, but the people in the city are now full of worries. Because before, they witnessed many people coming to attack the city, and they also managed to fight in. However, in the end, only Nilingwo successfully snatched the Chaos Dragon fruit. The others either escaped or were caught and killed by the tree vine. The Chaos Dragon tree is still very strong, otherwise it won't kill so many people. Nowadays, the magical medicine treasure city still lacks a strong man of Nilingwo's level to sit in. Otherwise, Nilingwo will come again next time, it will still pose a great threat to the city. They can fly, and they can break through barriers. Chen Shang frowned, the strength of these guys is really terrifying. There should be a lot of powerhouses like them, right? Shen Shang, I am going back to Yishan Gate this time, I am afraid it will be difficult to come out again next time. Yi Tianshu said. I can't give up Yixianzhong, and Yixianzhong is not complete yet. I must get a complete one. Yixianzhong, so I have to stay at Yishanmen. Master, no matter what, thank you very much for today. Chen Shang also knew that Yi Tianshu's current strength was limited, and it was unrealistic for her to keep this magical medicine treasure city. When necessary, you have to make a trade-off. Yi Tianshu said. I know, Chen Shang sighed. The emergence of the magical medicine treasure city can be said to have affected the balance of power of Tianmu Shengwang. So it will definitely become a battleground for many forces. Yi Tianshu said again. And our strength is not enough, we can't control this at all. City. Master, I understand. Chen Shang sighed. Keeping your life is the most important thing. As long as you are still alive, there are endless possibilities. Take care. After Yi Tianshu finished speaking, he flew back to the Yishan mountain range sitting on Yishanzhong. Chen Shang also looked at the golden light spot in the distance, and he didn't know when he would see Yi Tianshu again next time. Little master, you just picked 4 chaos dragon fruits. It can make you stronger. Grandma Tree said. Don't underestimate those 4 chaos dragon fruits. If you use them properly, you can get your mind. An unexpected breakthrough. Grandma Tree, there are only 4 chaos dragon fruits, how can this be enough? Chen Shang sighed. I need a lot of them. When will the next result be? Is it fast? Little master, the chaos magical medicine matures, it's not a day or two. Grandma Tree said. Besides, if it results again, it will definitely attract a lot of strong people to besiege again, and you can't hold it. The chaos dragon fruit really has a miraculous effect. Chen Shang got 4, but he didn't know the specific effect. If you try it, don't you know? Grandma Tree said. Anyway, you have to become stronger quickly, or you will suffer another loss when the next results are obtained. Of course, Chen Shang wanted to become stronger quickly, because he was afraid that many things would happen during his cultivation period. Now everyone knows that he has 4 chaos dragon fruits in his hand. If there is another strong person to it, it will be in trouble. Do you like this site? Donate here. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4555. Bullied. Yi Tianshu's current strength is also very limited. If she didn't rely on Yi Tianzhong, she couldn't stop Nilingwo before. The reason why Nilingwo retreated decisively was mainly because he was worried that the strong of Yishanmen would step in. After all, the most precious saints of Yishanmen had already gone out, and other strong men might also take action. However, Chen Shang learned about the internal situation of Yishanmen. Before that, it was only Yi Tianshu acting alone. Those strong in Yishanmen didn't intend to take action. When Nilingwo returned to investigate the situation, he knew that the relationship between Yishanmen and the magical medicine Baochang was not deep, so he might do it again. The magical medicine treasure city is near the Yishan mountain range. Does Yishanmen want to watch the magical medicine treasure city fall into the hands of Zhao Tianzong? Chen Shang was in the chaos dragon tree, thinking about this question. No, the old folks at Yishanmen will definitely not let the magical medicine treasure city fall into the hands of Zhao Tianzong. The reason why they don't make a move is because they want to take care of Tianzong and the magic medicine treasure city and lose both. Furthermore, according to Tianzong, if it really wants to occupy the magical medicine treasure city, it will definitely be difficult to defend, because the distance to Yishanmen is too close, and it is very convenient for Yishanmen to take action. Chen Shang probably guessed the intentions of Yishanmen. If according to Tianzong kills the city lord's mansion in the magical medicine treasure city and the power holders, then Yishinmen will come out to fight Nilingwo, they will be justified and they will take the magical medicine for granted. Bozong. That's why the old guys at Yishinmen had blocked Yi Tianshu's move in every possible way before. If Yi Tianshu can't make a move, with Nilingwo's power, he might really be able to attack it. These old foxes. Shen Shang snorted, the magical medicine treasure city does not belong to Yishinmen. You really don't have to save the magical medicine treasure city. But you want to take away the magical medicine treasure city effortlessly. Go dream. Now it is Wu Mo who has taken over the affairs of the city lord's mansion, and he is also appeasing the people in the magic medicine Baochang. Fortunately, before Shen Shang released a lot of 9-leaf blue soul pills, the reason why many big families moved here was for the 9-leaf blue soul pill. Now the magical medicine treasure city is only frustrated, and the enemy has been driven away by the sage Yishin, so everyone still has some confidence in the magical medicine treasure city. The most important thing is that the emergence of the Chaos Dragon tree has brought vitality to the entire city, and even some people, because of the appearance of this tree, have absorbed different energy from the world in the past, causing them to break through. The magical medicine treasure city is still very attractive to most people. Standing on the top of the Chaos Dragon tree, Chen Shang looked at the city through the tree hole, feeling a little tired. Yi Tianshu had told him before that if it didn't work, he had to abandon the city. Although Chen Shang didn't spend much time pulling the city up, he couldn't bear it. As long as he stays here, there will be a steady stream of sky source crystal for him to use. He makes alchemy and other things, which consumes the sky source crystal very much. Grandma Ant, can't you beat the guy from Tianzong? Chen Shang didn't release the ant grandma to participate in the war before. She is a queen ant who has lived for many years, but she is very old, and her strength is that she relies on a large number of black wood ants. Can't beat them, they are so strong. Grandma Ant sighed. Xiao Shen, when necessary, you really have to abandon this magical medicine treasure city. Giving up? It's impossible to give up. Chen Shang clenched a fist and said, Grandma Ant, if you leave this city, it will be difficult to obtain a large amount of heavenly source crystal. With the consumption of my alchemy, I need a huge amount of heavenly source. Jing, you can't rely on this city. At this time, Wu Mo in the city lord's mansion suddenly heard, Master Shen, there is a woman named Aunt Yan. She said that she wanted to see the true master of the magic medicine treasure city. It seemed that she was referring to you, Master Shen. Who is she? Chen Shang asked. She is very strong. She said that she is the person next to Saint Yishin. Wu Mo's voice was full of fear. Is it the person next to Yi Tianshu? I'll be over. Chen Shang frowned, and then immediately went to a hall in the city lord's mansion. After entering, he saw a slightly fat middle-aged woman with a very warm smile on her face and kind eyes. Are you young Master Shen? Can you talk alone? After seeing Chen Shang, Aunt Yan smiled as if she was familiar with herself. Just call me Aunt Yan. Wu Mo also hurriedly left this living room. Aunt Yan, hello, may I ask what's the matter? Chen Shang couldn't see what cultivation level Aunt Yan was, only knew that the other party's strength was not weak, the aura she deliberately released carried a touch of power. You are the servant that Xiaoshu took in not long ago, Aunt Yan said with a smile. If this city can have the current scale, it was built by you secretly commanding it. The master told you? Chen Shang asked. I guess. Aunt Yan smiled and said, I came from Yishinmen in the universe Shanghai. Xiaoshu and I are old friends. I also trust each other with her, you can trust me. Chen Shang nodded, he also opened his mind and took a look just now, the other party is indeed a trustworthy person. To make a long story short, I can act as a middleman to help you tie in with Yishinmen. Aunt Yan said, you can only protect this city by binding the magical medicine treasure city and Yishinmen. How much benefit does Yishinmen want? Shen Shang asked. Half of the fruit of the Chaos Dragon tree, and regularly extract the sap of the Chaos Dragon tree, and take some of the leaves. Aunt Yan said. Also, you have to give half of the heavenly source crystals earned from the magic medicine Baochang to Yi Heavenly Gate. Thank you very much for Aunt Yan's sincerity. I don't agree with this kind of cooperation. Chen Shang smiled and said, I would rather destroy this city. I won't let Yishinmen get any benefits. Go back and tell the old guys in Yishinmen, don't expect me to cut meat. Young man, you have to think clearly, this is your only chance to keep this city right now. Aunt Yan sighed, why are you so stubborn? This city was built by me with great pains, so why should I divide so much benefit to Yishinmen? Chen Shang said with a sullen expression. Otherwise, I will go back to discuss with them, let them ask for less. Aunt Yan said again. No need to discuss with them, I don't want to cooperate with them. Chen Shang refused decisively. Master Shen, if there is no shelter from Yishanmen, your city will definitely be destroyed. Aunt Yan said, you should know that this city is so close to Yishanmen. If Yishanmen cannot control the magical medicine treasure city, then no force is allowed to take this city, lest it threaten Yishanmen. I can keep this city, please come back, Aunt Yan. Chen Shang had already issued the eviction order and shouted, Old Wu, see off the guests. Wu Mo came in immediately and sent Aunt Yan away. After Aunt Yan left, Chen Shang returned to the Chaos Dragon Tree, took out the 6 divine mirrors and the messenger talisman, and contacted Zillion. Sister Zillion, have you ever beaten the strong men of Zhaoshanzong? Chen Shang still has one hope now, that is, Zillion. You can beat it, you Zillion quickly responded, saying, what? They bullied you. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4556, Ancient Demon Prisoner. Chen Shang was a little embarrassed when asked by Zillion. He was indeed bullied, but now he can only ask Zillion for help. They are very powerful, and they are both very hateful. I did conflict with them. Chen Shang said, Sister Zillion, after you came to the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness, your cultivation level has improved very quickly. How did you cultivate? When you Zillion left Saint Profound Star, her cultivation base was not high. However, after she came to the Heavenly Mother Sacred Wilderness, she was able to beat the powerhouse of Zhao Tianzong, which shows how fast she can improve her cultivation base. The Heavenly Mother Saint Wilderness has many things that can help me improve. Yu Zillion said. Chen Shang, what conflict did you have with Zhao Tianzong? Chen Shang briefly talked about the treasure city of the magical medicine. He clearly told Zillion that this city was very important to him, so he had to defend it. Unless there was really no way, he could only leave. We are still in the West Mozhou, it will take a while to go to the East Xuanzhou. Zillion naturally wanted to go to Chen Zhang's side quickly, but she couldn't rush over right now. Then when will you be able to arrive? Chen Shang asked. Shinru had been following Zillion, her cultivation level must be very high. If the two sisters work together, they must be very strong, and then the magic medicine treasure city will be completely stabilized. About 1 month to 2 months. Yu Zillion said, we are on the road, and we will definitely encounter many situations. So I can't determine the time. Chen Shang didn't know whether Zhao Tianzong would attack within 2 months. You stay for another 2 months. Said Yan Zillion, otherwise, if you think of a way to wake up Amethyst Lotus, you might be able to help you. Amethyst Lotus awakens, is it useful to me? Chen Shang was a little surprised. He still doesn't know what the Amethyst Lotus does. I'm not sure, said Yan Zillion, so you can't pin your hopes on the Amethyst Lotus. When necessary, you can only temporarily abandon the magical medicine treasure city, and I will help you regain it. Okay, Chen Shang suddenly felt more at ease, after all, he still had reinforcements in the Heavenly Mother Sacred Desert. The two beautiful big sisters, Zhen Zillion and Shinru, are powerful and treat him very well. Especially, Chang Zillion, although she looks cold and cool, she always treats Chen Shang. There is an indescribable sense of tenderness. Chen Shang, don't try your best with Zhao Tianzong. Wait until my sister and I come to you. Yu Zillion said again, if you can make Amethyst Lotus wake up, then you will act according to the situation. Got it, Sister Zillion, you and Sister Shinru must also be careful on the road. Chen Shang said. Tianmu Shengwang sealed many powerful things, and they all ran out. We just want to kill those things, so we can't rush over to find you in a short time. Zillion said, you should also be careful of those ancient demon prisoners. They are very powerful and have all kinds of weirdness. The way. Ancient demon prisoner. Chen Shang finally knew what the names of those things were. Yes, it was captured and sealed by the Universe Divine Sea back then. Zillion said, those guys are very terrible. They were sealed in the Holy Desolate of the Heavenly Mother and were not killed. Instead, they were secretly sealed in the Holy Desolate of the Heavenly Mother. The Universe ***** Sea is destroyed. Chen Shang was stunned. The guys who were sealed here, could they actually destroy the cosmic sea of gods? How did they do that? They are too strong. Most of them are in the Central Saint State, which is in the middle of the Heavenly Mother Saint Wilderness. Yu Zillion said, most of them will not leave the Central Saint State. I was going to the Central Saint State too, but since you have come, then I will find you first. Chen Shang thought of Lu Meng'er and the women of all flowers. Did they all go to Zhongshengzhou, so they couldn't contact them? Okay, my sister and I are going on our way. When you face the Tianzong, be careful. Yan Zillion exhorted again, and broke the contact with her. Chen Shang immediately came into the secret room, and then took out the amethyst lotus. I have several preparations now. First, I can make myself stronger. Using the time Yuanju of the Six God Mirror, I can gain a lot of time in a short time. Second, amethyst lotus wakes up. I should have a way to wake up this thing as soon as possible. Third, when Sister Zillion and Sister Shinru come over, they will definitely come, but they have to be late. Chen Shang is now looking at Tianzong, and there is no way he can do it. After he made the 6 sacred mirrors bigger, he sat on the 6 sacred mirrors, and then took out the proud god furnace, ready to make alchemy. He had contacted Wu Mo and asked him to transport the heavenly origin crystal orbs and soul origin power orbs to the warehouse inside the Chaos Dragon tree. The 6 divine mirrors would consume a lot in the future. Fortunately, the city can now stably provide a lot of resources. What Chen Shang has to do now is to transform these resources into his own cultivation base, so that he can master more powerful power. Chaos Dragon Fruit Alchemy is mainly to enhance the cultivation of the demon way, right? Chen Shang now has no time to ponder the 6 powers and the corresponding techniques. If he studies earnestly, improves the exercises he has mastered, and conforms to the current 6 principles of cultivation, then he can make the 6 elements stronger. Chen Shang began to refine the pill with the Ao Shi Shen furnace, to refine a chaotic dragon fruit into a pill. If it goes well, this pill will be very amazing. Yishan Mountains, Yishan Gate. Yi Tianshu was in the room, waiting for Aunt Yan. Aunt Yan came back. She had told Yi Tianshu before that she would go to talk with Shen Shang on behalf of Yi Tianmen. Aunt Yan, what's the result? Yi Tianshu asked. Before Aunt Yan set out to find Chen Shang, she asked Yi Tianshu if she could make the talk, but Yi Tianshu was not sure because she didn't know enough about Chen Shang. But she believes that Chen Shang will most likely agree to unite with Yishanmen. He doesn't agree. After Aunt Yan came back, she sighed and said, "This kid is pretty good, but he is too stubborn. He said that he would rather destroy the magical medicine treasure city than let Yishanmen get the slightest benefit." Then Yishanmen, will you continue to talk to him? Will there be other actions? Yi Tianshu asked. I don't know. There should be other actions in Yishanmen. In short, other actions are the responsibility of others. Aunt Yan said, I hope there will be a good result. Aunt Yan, when will Zhao Tianzong take action? They will definitely come again. Yi Tianshu said. I don't know. Maybe, the Palace of Souls will participate, and the Supreme 9 Palaces. Aunt Yan patted her forehead and sighed, it's really a headache. If Chen Shang agrees to merge into the Yishan Gate, then much easier. Obviously Yishanmen is too greedy. Yi Tianshu said. It's all the decisions made by them. Aunt Yan said with a wry smile, and I heard the teachers say that they should do things from inside the magical medicine treasure city. You'd better remind Chen Shang and let him be guarded. Quote. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4557, Smoke Demon. Yi Tianshu only felt a headache, and she didn't know why. So far she would be upset about Chen Zhang's affairs. If it had been in the past, she would have never cared about such things, but now, she is always worried about Chen Zhang's safety, which makes her upset. This is something she has never felt before, so her mood is extremely complicated now. She wanted to leave this kind of thing behind her mind, but Chen Zhang's handsome and charming Xiaojun face always appeared in her mind. For example, Aunt Yan said that someone was going to cause trouble in the treasure city of magical medicine, and Yi Tianshu immediately thought that Chen Shang might be beaten underground by the strong of Yishanmen. Aunt Yan, why did Yi Tianmen do such a despicable thing? Yi Tianshu's tone was slightly angry. In order to get the magical medicine treasure city, you can only do whatever you can. Yishanmen has always been like this. Aunt Yan said. Xiaoshu, you really have changed. He is just your servant, and you care about him so much. You and him with a master-servant contract, your attitude towards him now is not like a master-servant. Aunt Yan, Chen Shang is not an ordinary person. Since he is my servant, and now he is being bullied, isn't it normal for me to be angry? Yi Tianshu said, and the main reason why I wanted him to be my servant was also I see how extraordinary he is. If you are really his servant, then he should do whatever you say. If you let him give up the magical medicine treasure city, so many things won't happen. Aunt Yan sighed. Yi Tianshu was silent. She really couldn't order Chen Shang to do things, because the master-servant contract she signed with Chen Shang was relatively loose. Xiaoshu, don't blame Aunt Yan for not being able to do anything. You have to be clear, Yishinman is in charge of the master and the others, and I don't have much power. Aunt Yan shook her head. Thank you Aunt Yan, I will tell Chen Shang to let him prepare in advance. Yi Tianshu said. The nightmare of the magical medicine treasure city is just the beginning. Chen Shang does not have enough strength, but he owns this magical medicine treasure city. In such a world where the weak and the strong, his being looted is an inevitable result. Aunt Yan said. Yi Tianshu directly took out the talisman to contact Chen Shang. Aunt Yan had known for a long time that Yi Tianshu had a magic weapon of spatial communication, but she had not seen it. Now it was a transmission talisman, which was quite surprised. She thought it was a big thing. She could also guess that this should have been made by Chen Shang, and Chen Shang was indeed amazing, no wonder Yi Tianshu would value it so much. Chen Shang was doing alchemy and suddenly received news from Yi Tianshu. Chen Shang, Yishinman is going to do things in the magical medicine treasure city, you have to be careful. Yi Tianshu said. I don't know what they are going to do, I just have relevant information. It is good. Chen Zhang's head is so big that he wants to concentrate on alchemy practice now, but there are always so many things that make him unable to calm down. He could only inform Wu Mo and Tianyuan immediately, and let them both be more vigilant. This group of idiots, the treasure city of the magical medicine that grabs a fart, the entire Heavenly Mother Saint wilderness is about to die. Chen Shang was really tired. In the time domain released by the 6 magic mirrors, Chen Shang used Chaos Dragon Fruit to make a pill, and it took a year. It was only the past day outside, and it didn't consume him much time. During the process of alchemy, Chen Shang also realized the extraordinary characteristics of Chaos Dragon Fruit. If it were other treasures, it would not take such a long time. It can be seen that Chaos Dragon Fruit does contain extremely terrifying energy, which can make people cultivate. Improve quickly. Coming out of the realm of time, Chen Shang came to the entrance of the tree cave, but saw the red smoke outside the magical medicine treasure city in the distance, and the red light was rushing into the sky, as if something was fighting. Senior Tianyuan, what happened outside the city? It was the guy from Yishinman who came to make trouble. Chen Shang immediately contacted Tianyuan who was in charge of the patrol. It's not a guy from Yishinman, but a large piece of moving mud. Or rather, magma, Tianyuan said, that thing is weird. It didn't come close to the city, but it burned outside the city, and it kept releasing red. We're just observing the smoke, and we haven't acted yet. Chen Shang immediately realized that something was wrong. He remembered the ancient demon prisoner mentioned by Zillion before, because when he looked with his mind and eyes, he saw an extremely evil aura. These ghosts are finally here. Chen Shang is a bit irritable now. Yishinman want to get in and make trouble. It was annoying for him. Now this kind of ancient demon prisoner has appeared again, and soon there will be people from the Tianzong who will come again, thinking of this series of things. He has a feeling of suffocation. Little master, that thing is very dangerous, I always feel that it is staring at me. Grandma Tree suddenly sent a message to Chen Shang, and said, I have become its target, it may want to eat me. Facing Yishinman and Zhao Shanzong, Chen Shang might also know some details about each other. But facing the ancient demon prisoners, he didn't understand at all. Yi Tianshu also knew that something like this was coming outside the magical medicine treasure city. He sent a message to Chen Shang. I told you before that after the Supreme Altar fell into the Heavenly Mother's sacred wilderness, it broke a seal and ran out a lot of things. Outside of the magical medicine treasure city, there is such a thing now. Master, do you know what it is? Chen Shang asked hurriedly, which was exactly the same as he had guessed. I don't know. In short, Yishinman evacuated all the people in the magical medicine treasure city. They only know that the thing is dangerous and it is very likely to destroy the magical medicine treasure city. Yi Tianshu said, that thing the goal should be the Chaos Dragon Tree. Could it be that the magical medicine treasure city really can't be kept? Shen Shang sighed. As far as I know, according to Tianzong, Supreme 9 Palaces and other big forces, they have all removed people in the magical medicine treasure city. It seems that they all know the strength of that thing. Yi Tianshu exhorted, Shen Shang, when necessary, you have to be decisive and don't kill the people in the city. I got it, thank you for letting me know. Chen Shang was a little tired and sighed. Then, he immediately contacted Zillion through the Chaos Dragon Tree. Sister Zillion, an ancient demon prisoner came to me. Chen Shang said. That thing, like a pile of red mud, is braving flames, a bit like magma, and it's also braving red smoke. The smoke is drifting over the magical medicine treasure city little by little. You Zillion should have a better understanding of the ancient demon prisoners. After all, she was also an ancient powerhouse, and she was still the nine-colored Lotus Emperor. Maybe she knew something. Chen Shang, that's Smoke Demon Venerable. This thing runs so fast, I guess I couldn't get along in Zhongshengzhou, so I ran to you. Zillion said. It's not particularly strong, you use it's okay for the Aoshi God Furnace to clean it up, and your Aoshi God Furnace can restrain it. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4558, Sages of the Sea of God. Sister Zillion, is my proud God Furnace so powerful? Why can I restrain this fellow named Smoke Demon Venerable? Chen Shang had owned the Aoshi Shenlu for so long, but he couldn't understand why the Aoshi Shenlu could restrain an ancient demon prisoner. Smoke Demon Venerable is most afraid of powerful furnaces. And your proud God Furnace is not ordinary, it itself is transformed into a life soul, with a powerful life soul power. Said Zillion Yan. Chen Shang, I also entered this only after Tianmu Shengwang did I know more about you. Because Yuan Zillion had synchronized memories with Shinru, she naturally knew that Chen Shang had refined a 6 life souls, and the 6 principles of cultivation had also appeared at that time. Yu Zillion also knew from behind that Chen Shang had the God Furnace of the Aoshi, and seemed to know the God Furnace of the Aoshi very well, and Chen Shang had never said this to Shinru. So Chen Shang immediately guessed that Zillion might have met the God Master of Chuangdao. Sister Zillion, have you met the God Master of Chuangdao? Chen Shang asked. What kind of asterisk is Chuangdao? I learned about Aoshi Shenlu from an old man. Zillion said. This old man, he used to be one of the 4 great sages of the universe, Shanhai. Quote. Chen Shang can be sure that the old man should be the creator of the Taoist God, he turned out to be from the universe of gods. One of the 4 great sages of the universe Divine Sea. Sister Zillion, did you come from the universe Divine Sea when you were Emperor Jukai? Chen Shang asked. I heard that the Supreme 9 Palaces and the Heavenly Mother Soul race have a deep relationship. The origin. Our Heavenly Mother Soul clan was indeed the Supreme 9 Palaces. In short, the current Supreme 9 Palaces is no longer what it was in the past. That's why we will be separated from the Supreme 9 Palaces later. Said Zillion Yan. The Supreme 9 Palaces are right. This is very dissatisfied, because they think that I should always belong to the Supreme 9 House, so they secretly participated in besieging me back then. What happened back then was really complicated. Chen Shang was more relieved now, because the God Master of Chuangdao had already come out, and if he was there, he would be more at ease. Sister Zillion, where did the old man go? Chen Shang asked. He is in the Central Saint State. In short, if the Heavenly Mother's sacred desolation continues, it will be destroyed sooner or later. I will find the important things that the Heavenly Mother Spirit clan left here as soon as possible before the Heavenly Mother's sacred desolation is destroyed. Zillion said. Why is this place called Tianmu Shengwang? Does it have a lot to do with Tianmu spirit race? Chen Shang asked. It is reasonable to say that Tianmu spirit race should only appear after leaving the cosmic divine sea. Why is this Tianmu holy wasteland? Is there a powerful force in the universe of gods? Among the 4 great sages of Shanhai, there is a Heavenly Mother Sage. Who is the Heavenly Mother Sage that she created? I don't know much about what happened back then. Zillion said. In short, our Heavenly Mother soul race inherited that one. The blood of the Sage of the Heavenly Mother. And I, the heir of the Sage of the Heavenly Mother. Chen Shang secretly exclaimed. The birth of the Heavenly Mother soul race still has such twists and turns in it. Then the old man you met before, what kind of sage is he called? Chen Shang asked again. Sage of Chuangdao. Maybe he is the god of Chuangdao you said. Zillion said. There are 2 other sages whose whereabouts are currently unknown. So, are the sages of Heavenly Mother gone? Chen Shang asked again. What is the strength of the 4 great sages of Shanhai? The creator of God is a sage, but he is sealed again. I don't know, maybe she is still there, but we don't know her whereabouts. Zillion said. Chen Shang, I will rush to you as soon as possible. I need your help to find something. The creative sage said. Maybe you can help me. Chen Shang wanted to find the Divine Master of Chuangdao now, because before the formation of Aoshi Universe, the Divine Master of Chuangdao was also on the scene when Chen Shang refined the pill. The formation of this proud universe is more or less related to the Creator God. Sister Zillion, you and Sister Shinru are careful on the way, I will wait for you in the magical medicine treasure city. Chen Shang also wanted to set off with Zillion and the others. He suspected that what Zillion was looking for might also be what Lu Menger and the others were looking for. Okay, you go and deal with that smoke demon Venerable first. Although your proud god furnace can restrain it, you still have to be vigilant and don't relax. Yan Zillion exhorted. Chen Shang put away the messenger talisman, he was more relieved now, he did not expect that Ao Shishan Lu would have such a miraculous effect. But this is only able to restrain the smoke demon Venerable, if it is replaced by another ancient demon prisoner, it may be useless. It doesn't matter, take down the smoke demon Venerable first. Now all the major forces believe that the magic medicine treasure city will be killed by the smoke demon Venerable, so everyone who stayed here has ran away. If I can kill the smoke demon Venerable, say uncertainty can bluff them. Chen Shang set off immediately, and still moved quietly. During the period, Yi Tianshu sent him another news, saying that smoke demon Venerable was about to do it, so he was careful. Of course, Yi Tianshu didn't know that it was called smoke demon Venerable. She just said that the thing was so powerful that even the head teacher of Yi Tianmen and others would not dare to provoke it. In order to cause chaos in the magical medicine treasure city, the big forces have released news one after another. Especially Yishinmen, before their people evacuated, they propagated everywhere in the city, saying that something terrifying and powerful was approaching. The people on the side of Zhaoshanzong did the same thing, and the people in the city felt a little scared after seeing the red smoke. What they didn't know was that Chen Shang had already left the city. Although there is red smoke in the sky above the magical medicine treasure city, the body of the smoke demon is outside the city. The smoke demon lord does not have a body, but a large mass of red mud. Now it is making power, burning the mud all over its body, turning into red smoke and covering the sky above the magic medicine treasure city, and then infiltrating through the enchantment. After passing through the enchantment, it will turn into that red-hot mud form again to devour the chaos dragon tree. After Chen Shang came to the outside of the city, without saying anything, he directly released the Aoshi God Furnace, and then let the Ao World God Furnace release its devouring power. The swallowing power of Ao Shishan Lu also comes from Chen Zhang's technique and the blessing of the 6 divine mirrors, so that swallowing power is also extremely terrifying. Ah, who are you? What are you doing? The smoke demon Venerable could even make a sound. It was from its soul. That tree is mine. You want to eat that tree, don't you? Chen Shang sneered, come in. Chen Shang also didn't know why Ao Shishan Lu would restrain this thing so much, it can be said to be effortless when swallowed in. When smoke demon Venerable was sucked in by Ao Shishan Lu, he yelled. Who is it? Who are you? Why can the tiny human beings in this place restrain me so much? The smoke demon roared, humans, tell me, who taught you? At this time, the smoke demon Venerable had been taken into the proud world god furnace. I was taught by the sage of Chuangdao, do you know him? Chen Shang asked, grasping such a thing. Chen Shang was very happy, and immediately hurried back to the treasure city of magical medicine. And the red smoke above the magical medicine treasure city has now completely disappeared, and the city is quiet inside and outside, and the things that everyone worried about did not happen. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4559, Lian Jinglian. Chen Shang returned to the Chaos Dragon Tree, and many people in the city, after seeing the red smoke disappear, began to scold those who spread fear. Chen Shang also sent someone to release the news, saying that the ancient demon prisoners had indeed come, but they had already been dealt with, so don't worry about it. Once this news came out, it can be said that many people's hearts were calmed down. Because Niling Wo of Tianzong had struck before, but many people were afraid of it, worrying that the magical medicine treasure city could not stop the powerful attack. But now the ancient demon prisoners who were about to sneak attack on the magical medicine treasure city were killed, which shows that the magical medicine treasure city still hides a very powerful force. Judging from the previous rumors, the ancient demon prisoners did not even dare to provoke powers such as Zhao Tianzong and Yishinmen, and they also evacuated the people in the magical medicine treasure city. Chen Shang ordered Wu Mo and Tian Yuan to strengthen the audit of those who entered the city. People from Yishinmen, Zhaoshanzong, Minghan Palace, Supreme 9 Palaces, and 6 Soul Palaces were not allowed to enter. When entering the city, everyone must be allowed to sign a soul contract. If there are people from these forces, they must be forbidden to enter. In this way, Chen Shang temporarily dealt with the crisis of Yishinman's troubles. However, Yishinman will definitely not give up. They really want to get the magical medicine treasure city, mainly this city, which is near the Yishin Mountains, and there is also a chaotic dragon tree that grows. It is a chaotic medicine, and the fruits produced are very precious. However, they can only look at it eagerly. Chen Shang returned to the secret room, wondering how to deal with Smoke Demon Venerable. After all, this is a very powerful guy, and currently it can only be sealed in the Proud God Furnace. Although there is a lot of space inside the Aoshi God Furnace, and space separation can also be carried out, there is Smoke Demon Venerable in it, which makes Chen Shang very uneasy, causing him to be unable to continue using the Aoshi God Furnace for alchemy. Yi Tianshu also learned that the magical medicine treasure city was okay, the ancient demon prisoner disappeared, and no one knew where it went. Because he didn't dare to have spies nearby, as long as he approached, he would be frightened away by that powerful and evil energy aura. Xiaoshu, the ancient demon prisoner suddenly left. It's impossible, even if you leave, there will be traces to follow. Like that kind of guy, it is impossible to come and go without a trace. Aunt Yan and Yi Tianshu discussed this matter with her in his room. Is that thing really strong? Yi Tianshu suddenly doubted the strength of the ancient demon prisoner, and said, perhaps you have miscalculated its strength, so it has been killed by the magical medicine treasure city. Impossible. If the magical medicine treasure city can take that guy, then according to Tianzong and Yishinman, it must have been shot long ago. Aunt Yan shook his head and said, as early as 10 days ago, the master teacher and the others, all of them have explored the strength of that ancient demon prisoner on the way, knowing that the guy is very strong, so they didn't do it. Oh, the head teacher of Yishinman and others discovered this ancient demon prisoner very early. Yi Tianshu snorted, did they deliberately lead the ancient demon prisoner to the magic medicine treasure city? I don't know if it was them. Because Zhao Tianzong discovered it very early, maybe it was Zhao Tianzong who led the ancient demon prisoners. Aunt Yan said, Xiaoshu, Yishinman has no motive at all. After all, the Chaos Dragon Tree is very precious, and Master, they will definitely get it. So, according to Tianzong is the most likely. Yi Tianshu frowned slightly. The distance between the magical medicine treasure city and Yishinman is too close. Zhao Tianzong will certainly not watch Yishinman take away the magical medicine treasure city, so they are motivated. Aunt Yan said, she could only feel it just now. Yi Tianshu's anger. Aunt Yan, is Yishinman planning to go to the magical medicine treasure city to make trouble? Yi Tianshu asked. People should have been withdrawn, right? It was withdrawn, but the master teacher did not mean to give up. They will definitely be dispatched again. Aunt Yan sighed. Yi Tianshu took out the talisman and told Chen Shang a lot of news. The ancient demon prisoner may have been led by others, it may be Zhao Shanzong or Yishinman. Then Yishinman still has to go to the magical medicine treasure city to make trouble. After Chen Shang learned the news, he was not as angry as before. He is now very calm. Now that he has taken down the Smoke Demon Lord, he has a little bit of confidence. If the opponent pushes him in a hurry, he will directly throw the Smoke Demon to the Yishin mountain range. Master, tell the people of Yishinman. If you provoke me, they will be prepared to suffer severe consequences. Chen Shang said, I didn't scare them, but I can really do it. Yi Tianshu was silent for a while, and she also knew that Chen Shang was a very capable person, so she didn't doubt that if Chen Shang wanted to retaliate against Yishinman, the movement would definitely be great, and it would surely cause Yishinman to suffer heavy losses. I will tell them, Yi Tianshu said, After taking down the Smoke Demon Venerable, Chen Shang immediately passed the good news to Zillion, who was far away in the West Demon State. Sister Zillion, Smoke Demon Sovereign was accepted by me into the Proud God Furnace. That guy is too weak. Chen Shang laughed, I just don't know how to deal with that stuff now. Chen Shang, you want to find a way to get the Amethyst Lotus into the Aoshi God Furnace. Said Yan Zillion. Just like you refining the 6 life souls at the beginning, refine the Yan Demon Venerable and then refine it into the Amethyst Lotus. Quote. Chen Shang was shocked, and didn't want to do it. Because Smoke Demon Venerable is a big killer, he can throw it to Yishin Mountain to avenge Yishinman. If it goes well, Amethyst Lotus might be able to wake up. Yu Zillion said, if you wake up, it will definitely help you a lot. Okay, Chen Shang looked at the Amethyst Lotus in the 2nd layer of Soul Sea. After that thing ran in, it was difficult to get it out. Fortunately, Chen Shang also has a way. With the cooperation of the 6 divine mirrors, using the power of the space elementary beads, he forcibly transfers the amethyst lotus from his double soul sea, and then puts it into the proud world ***** furnace. This needs to consume a lot of soul power and empowerment. I only have a lot of soul power, and I don't have a vitality. When Chen Shang refined the 6 life souls, he had Shinru's help, and Shinru had a large number of clones, and those clones could provide a lot of soul power. When Chen Shang was thinking of a solution, he suddenly discovered that Amethyst Lotus had absorbed Smoke Demon Venerable by itself. Use only soul power to train, try it. Chen Shang immediately controlled the Aoshi Shenlu, and then began to extract the soul power beads and the sky source crystals in the warehouse. After the Aoshi Shen furnace was in operation, it vibrated violently and became extremely unstable. Fortunately, Shen Shang was carried out inside the Chaos Dragon Tree, otherwise a lot of heat would be emitted. World Defying Dan God Chapter 4560, Amazing 9 Colors. The Chaos Dragon Tree is indeed a very powerful chaos treasure, and it can absorb the intense heat from the Proud God Furnace. If there is no Chaos Dragon Tree, this heat can radiate, and the temperature of the entire magical medicine treasure city can rise sharply. When Chen Shang was refining Chaos Dragon Fruit, Aoshi Shen Furnace would also emit a lot of heat, but it was not as strong as this time. Even the Aoshi Shenlu could not smoothly suppress the Smoke Demon Venerable and Amethyst Lotus. Chen Shang now regrets a bit, and he is worried that the Aoshi Shenlu will be damaged because of this. Sister Zillion is also true, let me do such a risky thing. Chen Shang was sweating profusely at the moment. Aoshi Shenlu is very important to him, without the Aoshi Shenlu, he needs more things when making alchemy. The Amethyst Lotus in the Aoshi God Furnace is constantly devouring the Smoke Demon Venerable, and the Smoke Demon Venerable is also resisting. When they compete, they burst out with very strong energy, especially when the Smoke Demon Venerable is swallowed, the body heat is very terrifying. Chen Shang looked at the situation inside the Aoshi Shenlu, and he was secretly shocked. In this situation, he wanted to stop, but there was a contest between Amethyst Lotus and Smoke Demon Venerable, and he couldn't separate them at all. What are these two things in the end? Why are they so terrible? Chen Shang can only constantly release his power to stabilize the Aoshi Shenlu. He was also released by the 6 God Mirrors, allowing the 6 God Mirrors to float above the Aoshi Shen Furnace, and cooperate with them to suppress the Aoshi Shen Furnace. Grandma Tree, help me! Chen Shang suddenly shouted. You find a way to help me stabilize this pill furnace, and don't let it shake so violently again. Even with the participation of the 6 magic mirrors, the Aoshi Shenlu was still shaking very violently, and Chen Shang could only hope that Grandma Tree could do something about it. A large number of tree vines suddenly appeared in the tree hole where Chen Shang was located. These tree vines entwined the Proud God Furnace and turned into a golden ball. Then, coupled with the power of the 6 magic mirrors and Chen Shang, finally stabilized the Aoshi Shenlu, but still emitting strong heat. This heat is absorbed by the Chaos Dragon Tree, and then penetrates into the deep ground, or is emitted through the canopy of the Chaos Dragon Tree that shades the sky. The people in the magical medicine treasure city also gradually felt that the world suddenly became a lot hotter, and the floating air was all hot. A slight heat is also rising on the ground. However, everyone felt ecstatic because of this. Although the temperature of the magical medicine treasure city has become much higher, the energy between heaven and earth is stronger and more active, making it easier for people to absorb. Chen Shang didn't know what was going on, and he couldn't control so much. Right now, let the Amethyst Lotus absorb the Smoke Demon Venerable first to see what it would become, whether it would be like what Zillion said. Amethyst Lotus will wake up. Little Master, how long will it last? Grandma Tree said. What are you doing now? If this continues, something big will happen. Ah, Grandma Tree, what will happen to this? Could it be that the Chaos Dragon Tree can't hold on anymore? Chen Shang asked. I think the Chaos Dragon Tree is in a very good state now, and the breath it emits is full of strong vitality. The heat from your pill furnace is very peculiar. After I absorbed it, 10 flowers were in full bloom, and it won't take long for them to bear Chaos Dragon fruit again. Grandma Tree said, it hasn't been long before the results, this time. The result may be bigger and better than before. This is all caused by the energy inside your pill furnace. Really? Chen Shang was also taken aback, and quickly asked, when will the result be? I'm not so sure, I won't be able to judge until the activities inside your pill furnace are over. Grandma Tree said. If it results again, those big forces will definitely attack again. Especially that kneeling Woe, he had grabbed a Chaos Dragon fruit before and tasted the sweetness, then he would definitely come again. There were only 5 before, but now there are 10, which means that there will be more powerful players out there. The chaotic dragon tree bears fruit again. This is a good thing, but also a bad thing. If Chen Shang can block the strong, that's a good thing. If you can't block it, maybe they will the chaos dragon fruit this time, the whole city will be drawn in. There was a vision in the magical medicine treasure city, and everyone thought it was caused by the chaos dragon tree, because the current chaos dragon tree exudes a very strong golden light. Night. The golden light emitted by the chaos dragon tree illuminates such a huge magical medicine treasure city, and the scorching aura emitted by it can make the cultivation level rise rapidly after being absorbed. The roots of the chaos dragon tree went deep into the ground, together with the Tianyuan terrain lake. At this moment, the entire Tianyuan terrain lake was boiling, so the Tianyuan crystal energy radiating to the ground was also very hot. And after the special heating of these heavenly source crystals, the energy becomes extremely pure and can be absorbed directly, so the people in the city are boiling at this moment, and they are practicing in retreat. Li Minqing, who was seriously injured, was surrounded by many tree vines in a tree cave. She also felt the heat, although it was a bit uncomfortable to burn, but it made her recovery quickly. Should be what Xiao Shen is doing. Li Minqing was secretly happy. Tian Yuan and Wu Mo also thought that Chen Shang was tossing in the Chaos Dragon Tree, which was a good thing in their opinion. Chen Shang is in distress now, because he can't be sure whether this is a good thing or not. It looks like a good thing at the moment. But after the result, that's not a good thing. Before the Chaos Dragon Tree had enough strength, it would only attract robbers to it. For the better, Amethyst Lotus might be able to help you then. Sister Xiaojing said. Brother, you have to trust Sister Zillion and others. I can't put everything on the unknown. Chen Shang said, I have to plan for the worst. If it doesn't work then, I can only make a desperate move. Chen Shang intends to consume a large amount of energy from the Tianyuan terrain in a short period of time, as well as exhaust the Tianyuan crystal orb and soul element power orb of the city lord's mansion, to urge Ao Shishan Tu to protect the magical medicine treasure city. Chen Shang had been staring at the inside of the Ao Shishan Lu. The amethyst lotus suddenly changed, gradually emitting a 9-colored glow. What the is this? Isn't this Zhucalian? Chen Shang took a deep breath, then took out the messenger talisman, and immediately contacted Yan Zillion. Sister Zillion, the amethyst lotus has become a 9-color lotus. Chen Shang hurriedly shouted. Didn't you say that you are now Zillion? You are no longer the 9-color lotus. Is it really turned into a 9-color lotus? Chen Shang, what did you do? I expect that at most you will only rejuvenate the amethyst lotus, but you have made a 9-color lotus. Zillion was also shocked. Sister Zillion, what the is this? Chen Shang asked again. You must answer me. This is very important to me. I'm in big trouble now. If it doesn't work for me, I will stop as soon as possible.